Hey guys and ladies, Ramsey here. Welcome to another live stream. So instead of doing videos, I've began to do these live streams because I've, number one, enjoy the interaction. Number two, that is what you guys say that you want more live streams. The people in Europe want to be able to join when I do these in the mornings on the weekend, and the people in the North American continent like when I do them in the evenings after work on the weekdays. So instead of doing just plain Jane videos, I decided that I will do a live stream when a situation like this comes up, just because that's the feedback that I got. Ajay's here. I actually have a gift from Ajay right here. So we've got 4 unboxings today. Can't wait. Absolutely can't wait to get to them. That's why I'm knocking this out so early. The window is open. The light is coming through. If one side of my face looks whitewashed, it is natural sun, although it's kind of cloudy. So it's, let me open it all the way. All right, there we go. How's that for lighting? Rachel, welcome. Good to see you again. Yes, good morning indeed. We've got some good stuff here. A Saturday stream. I was watching Duck Small haul as well. A Schmall. He unboxed that Jean Patou from what is it, like 1967 that one came out. I swear you're right. Jean Carlio has never made a bad perfume, eh? Again, a double up. A double up. Can you guys hear me okay? Just out of curiosity. I changed some settings on the mic, so I'll be curious if it's better or worse or the same. Hey, Bren, welcome. Welcome, my friend. Yes, the small haul is beautiful. Nice little minis, too. Let me know what you think of that vintage Marbert Gentleman, Rich. Natalia, welcome. Good morning. Good morning, Jossie. So I have to share this with you guys because today's the first day I got a chance to wear this, and my God almighty, what a perfume this is. I completely see why. Okay, so whenever I only had this one, whenever I only had the EDT, I mean, I knew it was good, and it is, and the EDT is very good. But whenever I only had the EDT of Val de Nuit, I didn't understand. I think some people were calling it so resinous, and the vanilla was much heavier than I was getting here. I mean, there is the Guerlain here, but the EDT is much airier. I think you get more of that like floral hyacinth, feel. Whereas today I'm actually wearing the vintage Extrait, and on the bottom it says copyright 1983 on this box right here. And the vintage Extrait is honestly one of the best fragrances I've ever smelled in my life, ever, of all time. Like, it is absolutely stunning. It's so much more. Oh, it's so deep. It's like you can take the galbanum and like chew on it. You know what I mean? Like, it has this like this thickness to it, which the EDT is much more airy. And obviously, I think that the EDT probably is more properly suited for warmer weather. Today, it's I think in the 50s out there today. It might get up to the low 60s, but for me and my taste, I think I much prefer the Pure Parfum, the Extrait. It's almost like smelling a different fragrance. I think if you put both of these under my nose, and I had no clue which one, that they were both the same fragrance, I would think they're maybe 2 completely different fragrances. That's how different they really do smell. Oh, has anyone smelled the Pure Parfum of Val de Nuit? My God. I'm so glad I found this. And I was speaking of green fragrances. I was just talking about how on last stream, how Estee Lauder's private collection Pure Fragrance Spray is one of the best green fragrances I've ever smelled. So that haul between the Val de Nuit Pure Parfum and the private label or private collection pure fragrance spray. I think I got 2 of the best green fragrances of all time ever. That's my initial prognosis. Yeah, what a find indeed. Is it in impeccable shape, Rich? Sorry, my daughter put a Band-Aid on my finger. I'm not actually hurt. She's obsessed with Band-Aids now. Mostly the same? Okay, good. Hey, Antonio, welcome. Allie's asking which 2 of Eugene's fragrances did I go for? They're back under lock and key, but I went for Le Douleur Exquise and Descendres. I actually skipped Bel Âme because I ended up buying this instead. Not that they're the same fragrance, but this just felt a little bit more posh to me. 31 Rue Cambon. Bel Âme's very good. There is this salty bit in the middle of Bel Âme, if memory serves. 31 Rue Cambon still gives me that iris feel. But I love this. Rachel sent me a decant of 31 Rue Cambon. I just fell in love with it. And I just decided if I'm going to spend the money, I decided to go with this. But that's just personal taste thing. I think Bel Âme is an amazing fragrance. You know, as far as like the ingredients go, top notch stuff. And actually, Eugene was mentioning yesterday that that was the very first iteration that Antoine Lee created that he went for. There were, you know, that they really like said, okay, this is the one we're going to take and run with and begin our mods. There weren't all these mods that they had to go through. So Antoine Lee just hit the nail on the head from the beginning. Hey, Micah, welcome. Yes, Val de Nuit Extrait is out of this world. I'm stunned by how much I'm loving it. I mean, I had a feeling I was going to like it a little bit better than the EDT, and then I really got my hopes up when someone was saying that they almost feel like 2 different fragrances. But it's completely, you know, it's overshot any of my expectations. The Extrait of Val de Nuit is, and these little bottles, I mean, beautiful little presentation by Guerlain back in the day. It's only an 8 mil. It's only an 8 mil, but precious couple drops here. I'm very lucky to have it. Balenciaga Pour Homme, I almost wore that today, but I decided I wanted to wear Val de Nuit Extrait for the very first time. Yeah. I think it is one of the best of all times. Nice. I wonder if there's a difference. I mean, I think I'm happy with this vintage one. I'm kind of scared of the new Guerlains. Has anyone done comparisons of the vintage to the new stuff? Hello, Poe. Welcome, my friend. Hey, Michael. Thinking of Rue Cambon, is that the EDP? It is the EDP. Yeah, I got this from Bry. I never smelled the EDT. So the EDP is really all I know. So I really don't feel like I'm missing anything because I never really knew the EDT. You know what I mean? Yeah, it only comes in the EDP, exactly. Yeah, Chanel got rid of the eau de toilettes. It is. It's great. You know, I'm not saying that it's better than Bel Âme. I'm just saying for my personal taste, I just decided to, since money is limited, you know, if I had an unlimited amount of money, I would obviously just go buy everything. But I just decided to go for 31 Rue Cambon. Hey, Ukyo, welcome. Welcome. Got the modern Val. I'd imagine it pales somewhat to the vintage as most reforms do. I've never smelled the modern. That's the thing. Yeah, I've never smelled the modern. Yes, that's right. And he gave me a fantastic price. He was very fair. He gave me mates rates for sure. Word has it you have all the remaining. Rich, Scooby Dooby wants some of your Balenciaga. Someone want $275 for a 6.8. Are you talking about Rue Cambon? That's actually a really good price if you're talking about Rue Cambon, Micah. That's a great price. Never smelled that CDNIM Parfum. Never smelled the Parfum. But I have so many bottles of Aventus that I would probably just wear Aventus till it's gone, and then maybe just move on from that DNA. I don't know. Yeah, they're on a price. All of these big brands, I feel like they put their prices up every single year, and sometimes multiple times a year. Yeah, for Root. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very, very lucky to get this at such a great price. So let me show you guys what we're going to be doing today. The reason I was wanting to start this video so soon is we've got a package from my good friend Arnold. I hope you guys are okay telling me who these are from. I'm not going to give away your last names and addresses or anything, but I do want to give you a shout out for sending them. I've got this from Ajay. And I've got this from this is from Scott. This is from Scott in Deutschland, from good old Germany. And then this is from my buddy Eddie. There's a bunch of Areej, a couple Ensars in here. So yes, I'm very, very excited to pop these open. So I enjoyed Fall into Stars. You know, somebody yesterday mentioned that they thought that, I think it might have been Fosco mentioned that they thought that that Strangelove's fragrances they have this indie feel, but they also have this space to them that that the real indie houses like Ensar or Bortnikov don't have. They don't have like the space, you know what I mean? So it doesn't, there's not this spacing between notes that you get from, you know, maybe someone that's professionally trained as a perfumer. And I totally understand what he was saying, because it definitely did feel, it felt different than just a regular indie house perfume. I really enjoyed Fall into Stars, but I think I liked, when all was said and done, after wearing it to bed and letting the hours go by and kind of seeing how it broke down on my skin, I think I preferred Dead of Night. If I was going to buy one so far, it would be Dead of Night. But Fall into Stars was very good. I was actually thinking that Fall into Stars would be a great beginning for, like, a great oud fragrance for a beginner, someone that wants to take their game one step up from something like oud would, but they don't want to go right to the hard animalic, super challenging. I mean, there are it definitely, you could tell there was real oud in it, but it was also, it had this designer like feel from the pink pepper, and that airiness of the notes is how I would describe it. So here's what Elizabeth Gaines writes about Fall into Stars. Love without boundaries. Fall into Stars propels a mystical experience of boundless wonder. There is a little bit, look, we were just talking about space between the notes. There's literally a picture of space. Of course, Fall into Stars. A boundless wonder as lovers transcend time and space to journey into parallel universe. This dazzling fragrance ignites the smoldering flame of their passion, incandescent as a meteor shower that lights up the night. Honeyed notes of jonquil nectar bring a delicate sparkle to the enveloping drama of pure Indian oud, the deep sensuality of rosewood, the powerful warmth of amber, and the rose-inflected sweetness of pink peppercorn. Apply on pulse points to soar into the next dimension. Very nice. And that whole feeling of like time and space is definitely there on Fall into Stars. I think I preferred maybe the denseness of Dead of Night a little bit more, if that makes sense, for my personal taste. I think they use the words like riskier, seductive. You know, it felt more to my personal taste right now. But I think for someone that wants to maybe just take the next step, but they don't want to jump into the oud game with both feet, Fall into Stars is the perfect starter fragrance. Perfect. So yes, maybe I'll do a full like individual video on each of these one day. Oh, the vintage Extrait is out of this world, Ukio. Like I told Rich Mitch and Yura today on our group chat that this is one of the best fragrances I've ever smelled, just objectively. You know, even if you don't like the floral bits of it, just the creation of it, Jacques Guerlain is just a straight genius. Welcome. Arbaz, welcome, my friend. Hey, Shiva. Glad you can make it, man. What did you think of some of the amouages I sent you? Have you got a chance to dive into that package yet? Thank you, Rachel. No, thank you for sharing. Thank you for your kindness. You deserve all the love and you know, thanks sent your way for what you've done. So I very much appreciate it. That's right. Back-to-back streams. Yeah, it's a great style. It really is. Costume National Freedom? I don't think I've ever smelled Freedom. I think I've smelled Costume National Porom. Or Om. Yeah, that's a great way to put it, Rachel. Although, to be fair, I do wear my Bortnikoffs to work. So, you know, I'm not a good person to gauge that. But yes. Encre Noir à l'Extrême. A beauty. We talked about that one yesterday. The real MVP. That's right. Your other package is out for delivery today. So that's going to be a Monday, you know, uncovery then. I'll get to know that one on Monday. All right, so let's, I guess we should start unboxing these since we've got 4 of them to go through. By the way, Jonathan B. Swift, that's Eddie. So we'll save his package for last because I think it's going to be the most outrageous. But there's going to be some outrageous stuff in here. So let me just put these back so I can make room. All right, let's see what we get. Let's start with Arnold's package. I don't think Arnold's here right now. I'll send him a message later and tell him thank you. But I think I have an idea of what this is. I think there's some vintage Furio in here because I wanted to compare the vintage to the modern. Oh! All right. Cardboard got me. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. Always exciting. I have so many samples to talk about. It is unbelievable. I need a twin. I need a RAM twin to help me break these down and do videos and stuff. Okay, let's see what we got. Very nice, Arnold. Thanks for the kind note, too. Thanks for sharing your perfume knowledge with us. Excellent. All right, let's see what we got. Thank you. Thank you, seriously. Angelique Sous la Pluie by Malle. Never smelled this before. Probably one of the prettiest named fragrances of all time. If you speak French, I assume Angelique's Sous la Pluie is one of the most beautiful names to say of a fragrance. I would imagine. I'm sure my Texas tongue butchers it and it sounds like nails on the chalkboard. But I just imagine a French speaker saying that and it just rolling off of the tongue beautifully. I imagine, you know, girls everywhere just melting as he says it, you know. All right, we're just going to barbarian rip into this. Well taped, Arnold. Well taped. All right, we're whipping out the scissors. I want to smell the atomizer. Ah. Okay. Ah, beautiful. Look at that. That's probably 5 mil. That's more than enough to talk about. Thank you, Arnold. Very nice. Do you guys know that one? Am I the only Angelique sous la pluie ignorant here? All right, let's see what else we got. I don't think I'm going to be able to cut all of these, or you're going to watch me cutting tape for about an hour, though. So I'm just going to set them aside for later, I guess. Black from Comme des Garçons. You guys know this one. Black from Comme des Garçons. I've never smelled that one either. Arnold made a little list on things I've never smelled before. So Angelique Sue. I can't spell. Angelique sous la pluie. 2000. Okay, it was one of the first. So Angelique sous la pluie was one of the first malls. And it's a Jean-Claude Elena. Interesting. Juniper berry, pink pepper, bergamot, angelica, cedarwood, and white musk. Beautiful. And then black from Comme des Garçons. I wonder who did black. Black from Comme des Garçons, 2013. Ah, it's a decade old. Crazy. Smoky, spicy, Madagascar pepper, Somalian frankincense, leather, licorice, birch tar, pepperwood, cedarwood, vetiver. Doesn't list a perfumer, though. Does anyone know who did this? I would love to know who the perfumer is. Comme des Garçons is one of those houses that I need to get to know better. So this is a great start. This is a great start for me. Ooh, it's definitely peppery and incensey from the atomizer. I think I'm going to really like that. It's got that Comme des Garçons, like synthetic wrapper around it. You know what I mean? Almost like the tape around the atomizer. It has this synthetic wrapper feel from the atomizer. So Comme des Garçons-ish. Beautiful. I feel so blessed. Serge Noir from Serge Lutens. You guys know this one. Serge Noir. Afternoon, Joe. Yes, I hope you're well as well. Hey, kid, welcome. Anuj the Great. That name should stick, honestly. Anuj the Great. Anuj the Conqueror. Serge Noir. Serge Noir. Serge Noir. Serge Noir. 2008. Spicy, woody, frankincense, and charred wood. And it's a Christopher Sheldrake, so I know you can't go wrong there. I know you cannot go wrong with that. I'm sure this is amazing. Although I never hear anyone talk about Serge Noir. I bet it's awesome. Frankincense and charred wood. I mean, you can't go wrong with those two notes. And it's a Christopher Sheldrake. Apart from the name of the brand's founder, Serge also refers to a type of fabric that is created in a special weave called twill. See? Just dropping knowledge on a random Saturday morning. Lucky and blessed as always, yes. Lucky and blessed as always, indeed, Anuj. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on it. Let me know what you think, Shiva, once you get to sniff them. Have you Monsieur Lanvin? I have a video on Monsieur Lanvin, and it's amazing. I am hunting a bottle. Hey, Fosco, welcome, man. Good afternoon, Kevin from Lakeland, Florida. Hope you're doing well. In a few years, you can put your daughter to work. That's right. She can come in here and do fragrance reviews with me. Child safe scissors in one box has them happy for like 45 minutes. It's true. You don't even have to worry about what's inside of the box. Just give them a box. Actually, when I was live streaming yesterday, after I was done, I opened the door and there's this area right outside of my office with like a ping pong table and stuff like that. And she's just sitting on the floor with a box over her head, you know. And I'm like, there's toys everywhere. You're playing with the box. Have you Versailles Pour Homme? Yes, I love Versailles Pour Homme, Ukio. Actually, I have I ended up getting a bottle of the Eau de Cologne. The Eau de Toilette is also very good from what I hear, but I've never smelled it. But Versailles Pour Homme is, to me, almost like a greener, modernized take on Aramis, the original Aramis for men. But it's amazing. I would highly recommend it. If you like those old school heavy masculines, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with Versailles Pour Homme. Angelique sous la pluie is beautiful. Nice. It looks beautiful. It's a beautiful name. Black is fantastic. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. The 2022 Issey Miyake is slept on. Eucalyptus, cypress, balsam fir, cedar, basil, best green of 22 summer flanker. I usually don't do summer flanker stuffs, but I'll check it out. Serge Noir opening is difficult for some, but wait, it was Uncle Serge's perfume of choice. Really? Interesting. Roma Arso. Never smelled a single Roma. So actually, one of my perfume friends was asking me if there's any houses that I want to explore I've never smelled before. And I need to send him that because that is one that I want to explore. Perfumum Roma. Perfumum Roma. Yeah, I've never smelled that one before. I've never smelled anything from the house at all. All right, let's see what else Arnold sent me. Ah, yes. Okay, this is going to be a good one because this is one I've been really looking forward to smelling. And actually, I was going to just blind buy it if I ever found a vintage bottle. But they're getting harder and harder to find. So okay. So it is Vetiver Extraordinaire by Frederic Malle. And this is apparently a vintage bottle. So this is a pre-Estee Lauder bottle that he sent me. Cannot wait to talk about these on the channel. I have so much stuff to talk about on the channel. It's insane. Vetiver Extraordinaire. You guys familiar with that one? Is it just a regular vetiver? Is there actually a twist to it? Vetiver Extraordinaire, 2002. So this came out a couple years after Malle launched his brand. So bergamot, bitter orange, pink pepper, Haitian vetiver, cashmeran, cedarwood, sandalwood, oak moss, musk. It's a Dominique Ropion. It's going to be great. Dominique Ropion doesn't make bad perfumes. I know this is a vintage channel, but don't get lost in the sauce. Well, it's not just a vintage channel, though, Stephs. I mean, I talk about everything. That's one of the things I've always said is that I go everywhere. I'll go everywhere. I mean, dude, I've talked about a $7 perfume before, Lomani Pour Homme. Now, that's a vintage perfume, but I talk about everything, man. I wear everything. I mean, hell, the other day on a week ago, my scent of the day was Oud Wood. You know, I wear everything. designer, vintage, modern, niche. You know, yesterday I wore a Roja, so I go everywhere, Stephs. Ah, Green Irish Tweed. You wear Green Irish Tweed in January. That's usually like, you know, spring, summer scent for me. What's it like in the cold, Justice? Arso is nice. Fire from a distant mountaintop. And is it close to Filanagil? Arso is really nice. Eric from Centrifugal Force. Centrifugal Force. I like that name. Said it smells like a burning Christmas tree spot. I love burning Christmas tree smells. Ah, good day, Pike. You found any ultra rare fragrances for 10 pounds yet? Black Comme des Garçons should have a very strong licorice note. Nice. That's what I saw in the note listing. Yeah. I have only Comme des Garçons 2-man. I love it. Reminiscent. Yeah, I own Comme des Garçons 2-man as well. It's that and that and Girl are the only 2 Comme des Garçons fragrances that that I own. So Comme des Garçons is the they're the maker or whatever. Yes, interesting fragrances indeed. Let's see what else we have. Finally, this is the one that started this whole thing right here. This is it. This is it. So I wanted to smell vintage Furio because I had never smelled the vintage Furio. Because I have the newer version of Furio. Looks like this. Which I absolutely love, by the way. Allie, you'll have to let me know what you make of this. And so the vintage one has like 85 proof down here on the bottom or something like that. And I was curious about the differences. So here we go. Another comparison video on deck. Let's see if I can open this up. I can even smell it from the atomizer. It's so strong. Man, I can't wait to do a comparison on these. So vintage Furio versus the modern Furio. That'll make a hell of a video. Good stuff. Thank you, Arnold. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me put these up here. Go live with your brethren. All right, maybe I won't put them up there right away. I got to get this tape off. All right, I'll put them up there later so you don't watch me put up decants all day. That's good stuff, though. Thank you, my friend. That's a great little starter. Yeah, I love 2-man. It's very versatile, performs great in colder weather. Haven't tried it on a very, very cold day like -10 Celsius or 14 Fahrenheit. Okay. Yeah, I usually save it for the warmer days personally. But maybe I'll try it one day. When it's cold, I just never want to reach for those scents. Although Val de Nuit Extrait works beautiful today. This is one of the best things I've ever smelled. It's so good. Just goes to show why Jacques Guerlain was one of the best perfumers of all time. Maybe the best. I would not argue with you if you said that you thought Jacques Guerlain was the greatest perfumer of all time. Do you think Furio is the best smelling of all Bogart fragrances? It's one of my favorites to wear. I don't know about best smelling because it's probably challenging for some. But for me, if you like Koros, if you like those kind of animalic fragrances, Furio is a must. Even the newer bottle, I love it. But then again, I like synthetic civet. Some people, they don't like synthetic civet, the smell. I do. I like it. I'm not so bougie where I have to have the like, you know, claim it's real civet or anything. I like the synthetic stuff sometimes. All right, let me put these back so I can make some room for what's coming. Okay. All right, next we've got Ajay's package. Thank you, Ajay. Very kind of you, my friend. I know what's in here. And I know this is a big one too. This is not a cheapie. This is high-end, expensive stuff, and I cannot wait. Cannot wait to talk about this one on the channel. How do I prioritize what I talk about? Like, you know? Oh my God. All right, here we go. Here we go. So first of all, the star of the show. The star of the show, which I mean, maybe I'll try to buy some perfumer's alcohol and like make this a fragrance spray because it's an attar, and you guys know I struggle with attars, but this might be the one that breaks the camel's back. Maybe I'll end up loving attars. It's the new Civet Bomb by Areej Dore. So the new Civet Bomb, which just came out, I think, a month or so ago. It smells, from even just smelling it from, oh my God. How does this thing just come off? Wow. I don't think I'll be able to get to it without getting it everywhere. I'll have to play with that later. Has anyone smelled this? I know a lot of people were asking me about it. I told Russian Adam I was getting a little deal from somebody. And Furio is amazing. Still on me. Sprayed yesterday at noon. I found my weakness after Amouage. Send me a list on all vintages I need to hunt for. I told you, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Your Koros that you got, is it vintage? Does it have like a silver atomizer around? Does it have a silver atomizer, like a silver, like you know, shoulders around the top of the bottle, or is it all white? I found a bottle of Antaeus Sport today for $30. No way. If you get it and it's real, that is the find of the century, because those go for, I have no clue what they would go for. 500, 1,000. I have no clue. Zero. You never see them. Furio is challenging for the first 30 minutes dry now. I love all of it. I love the whole fragrance. Jay-Z in the house. Good morning. Welcome. I would say modern Green Irish Tweed would suit warmer weather better. I have 18 batch and 22. 22, I would say, is more soapy, less earthy. Ah, nice. I've never smelled the new stuff because I don't buy new creeds. Play the lottery today. That's right. Go play the lottery today. If that's legit, that is the find of the century. I've never seen it for anything like that. They must have had no clue what they had. Scent of the day, Mabausen Histoire d'Homme. Unbelievable $17 cheapie. Fig bergamot, sandalwood sea. I don't think I've smelled that. Giving off Dutch oven vibes, including that civet bomb. I'm telling you, that's crazy far from home. I've never seen anything like that before. Let me know if it's legit. I mean, just that price alone would send off alarm bells in my head. But you didn't just get a great deal. You stole that. If it's legit, you stole it. Gold around. No, not the box. Not the box, the bottle. Is the bottle white on the top of the bottle before you get to the sprayer, like the actual bottle itself? Is it a silver rim around the top, or is it white? The greatest thing when wearing guitars is keep patience, and less is definitely more. Okay, fair enough. Oh, this smells so funky from just the atomizer. Definitely. Let me look up the notes of you just pop that cap open. Pop it open. Oh my God, like it's getting all over my fingers. Okay, yeah. Wow. Wow. Wow, indeed. I need to really wear this, but that's really good. Let me look up the note tree of civet. I'm gonna get this all over my keyboard. Civet Baumatar, Mysore sandalwood, rosewater, Ethiopian civet. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm gonna have to wear that for real. Are you sure it's not 40,000 yet? Right. That's it, Anuj. Yeah, you're exactly right. They probably made a mistake and left off a 0. No, I don't feel targeted at all. I was just saying this is I wouldn't call this channel a vintage channel personally. I don't know. What would you guys call it? Because I kind of go everywhere. I mean, we're talking about an Areej Dore here. So yes. Russian Adam told me I should get some perfumer's alcohol and just dump this in there since I like to spray it. No, not the Furio, Ali, the Koros. The Koros. I backed up Furio, which means a lot because I have only 3 cents I have backed up now. Yeah, I know what you mean. Ah, welcome, Johnny. Do you have any Antea Sport for $30? Have you? Oh, that's right, Anuj. Just send them my way. I'll go $37.50, but not a penny more. No, not the Furio, Ali, the Koros. Couldn't believe it myself. Thought surely it's just original Antaeus. Even original Antaeus, I don't think you can find for $30. Good evening, Juro. Welcome. I do have, yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it, Rachel. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh no. We have a little bit of a tragedy here. There's some liquid floating around. Leighton Exclusive has busted its bubble. Maybe that's what I was smelling from the cap of Civet Bomb. Is Leighton Exclusive? Leighton Exclusive? All right, yeah. This is what I was smelling all over the outside of that Civet de Nuit or Civet Bomb bottle. Is the Leighton Exclusive. That's why it's so hard to differentiate the notes here. Let's see. All right, I'm not even gonna mess with that. I'm gonna come back to you, Leighton Exclusive, at a different day. All right, let's see what else we got. We got Libertine Neroli by Francesca Bianchi, which I've never heard of or never smelled before. We have Unspoken Musk, which is her newest one, which I've never smelled before. We have Sticky Fingers by Francesca Bianchi, which I've never smelled before. Is this the patchouli one? Tiger, which someone was talking about just the other day. Tiger. And then finally, this is, I think this is Sultan Pasha's. Is this Sultan Pasha, Ajay? This is Ruchas, which is the vetiver. Oh my God. It's so green. It's like being, what does that smell like? It's so green. It's like being inside of a leaf or something. I can't open these without getting it everywhere. I'm gonna have to rock this Ruchas one day. Beautiful. Thank you, Ajay. Thank you. Seriously. Very, very, very kind. I mean, the 4 Francesca Bianchis, the Leighton Exclusive, which I've never smelled before. The Ruchas, which is, I think you said this is a Sultan Pasha, if I'm not mistaken. And then, of course, the Civet Bomb, which I am definitely going to talk about. Maybe I'll wear it tomorrow and do an early impression because it smells. I'm trying to distinguish it from the smelling the outside. I just need to wear it. Talk about it. I'm sure it's amazing. I mean, it's a Russian Atom creation. So yes, thank you, Ajay. Thank you. So I mean, there's as you can see, so many things to talk about. Plus, all of these samples up here are like on the waiting list to discuss. I don't know if you can see how many are on the waiting list, and that doesn't even count the stuff that's on the waiting list right here. There's an entire box here that I keep of samples that are on the waiting list to talk about. So like, for example, this is Oud in Calvado that Rachel sent me. I still haven't talked about it yet on the channel. This is Iris Silver Mist. Again, Rachel sent me this. Haven't talked about it on the channel yet. This is Vetiver by Royal Bourbon, I think. Or sorry, Ariza El Legrand's Vetiver. Haven't talked about this yet. Haven't talked about, so there's each one of these is like a video in a day. You know what I mean? Like I would have to wear it for the day, talk about it, all that good stuff. So there's a lot of stuff to talk about on the channel very soon. Yeah, thanks for that, Steph. Chanel doesn't do anything for $30. Yeah, if you got that for $30, you stole it for sure. Yes, white and silver. Okay, white and silver. Yeah, so there's, yeah, send me a picture of the bottle, Allie. My buffoon of a neighbor kept me awake with construction until 5 a.m. Until 5 a.m. Like they were doing construction in the middle of the night. I'm pulling trigger on Musk de Taif. Musk de Taif. I did a video on that, Antonio, I think. I think I did. Or maybe it was Malik. Malik Al Taif is the one I did the video on. That's one of the best rose fragrances I've ever smelled. Actually, that might be my favorite rose. If you twisted my arm and said you get to pick one rose, Malik Al Taif was my favorite. Ah, Mark. It's good to see you, man. I'm glad you're here. It's an honor to see you in the chat, truly. I like Unspoken Musk. It's her style, but office appropriate, like Francesca Bianchi polite. Yeah, that probably won't speak to me, but I'll wear it and talk about it. I mean, it's a full 2 mils, so that's unlike Robes unlike Mark, who can get like 2 wearings from 1 mil, I'll usually wear a 2 mil deal like the night before as my scent of the night or whatever, and try to understand the opening. And then I'll wear it as my scent of the day. And the little couple drops that are left, I'll save for if I want to like revisit it, if someone talks about it on the channel or something like that. So I get like 1 wearing out of a 2 mil sample, and Mark gets like 2 wearings out of a 1 mil sample. Yeah, still enjoying Mitsuko remnants on hand. I'm loving this Val de Nuit Extrait, dude. You know, this is one of the best things I've ever smelled, Bobby. Seriously. Now, this is an older bottle from copyright 1983, but this is the first time I've ever actually worn it. Holy Jesus. My new boss loves stinky florals. I'm going to wear Sturkis to the office. Ah, beautiful. I need a bottle of that. Hey, Joseph, welcome. Time to scent bomb the neighbor with some Koros and Oud. Well, Alan does that all day, every day anyways. I've got a mixture of Leighton Exclusif on my fingers and the new Areej Dore Civet Bomb. Thank you, Ajay. Seriously. Very, very kind. Can't wait to wear that and talk about it. I'm with you. Yeah, I mean, the samples just build up. And honestly, I need like a video each day. Like, I really feel like I need a full day to give it a full wear. I like to do, you know, I like to wear it as my scent of the day to really try to break something down for an early impression, which takes time. So, yeah, you've got the newer bottle, Allie. Here, let me just show you. Let me just show them what you sent me. So, see how this is white right here? If you can find one that this right here, the line at the very top of the bottle is silver, then you'll be getting an older bottle. I mean, this is a good way for you to kind of explore the scent, but if you really like it, Allie, I would say try to hunt down a vintage bottle that has the silver shoulders, or as we call it, Koros with its armor on. I'm very lucky so far with the new office culture. Good to hear. Yeah, when you told me you can't wear perfume at work, I was like, I would have quit. I would have found a different job. Robes in the house. Thoughts on Vintage Obsession, one of the best fragrances from that era. Actually, Armando sent me this, which I always thought the Obsession for Men or women, honestly, you can go either or. They're both so close to each other that it really almost doesn't matter. But I always thought if it said Calvin Klein Cosmetics Corp on the bottom, which you guys can't see because the camera's shite, but you know, if it says Calvin Klein Cosmetics Corp on the bottom, like Anuj found me this one, and you can see this is Obsession for Men Eau de Toilette. Well, you can't see, but it does say Eau de Toilette right here. This is Obsession for Men Cologne Spray. So this is actually the older one, the Cologne Spray. They're both Calvin Klein Cosmetics Corp. But the Cologne Spray is older, it's deeper, it's richer. This is the one to go for if you want the deep vintage. Now, this is still amazing. I love them both. And I'm glad to have kind of like a backup now. I've got like a backup. But if you can find these original Cologne Spray, oh my God. Oh, it's so 80s, you know. And if you like this style, there's so many other things you can go for. Like, for example, you can go for Lagerfeld KL. This kind of has that powdery, oracey, ambery, animalic, you know. It was so popular in the late 70s and 80s. You could go for the masculine version called KL Homme. This is stunning. This is amazing stuff. There's a rosewood note in here. There's a little bit more, I think, civet than if you just went for like the original Lagerfeld cologne from the late 70s. But yeah, those 80s musky, animalic. I gotta get this Band-Aid off, man. It's gonna make me drop a bottle. It's slick. My daughter put a Band-Aid on my finger. I don't even have an ouchie. She just put it on. Yeah, I'm loving Robes' videos too. I'm glad to have him back. Yep. Thanks to Ajay indeed. That was very kind, mate. Very, very kind. All right, let me put these up here. Where, I don't know, but let's put them up here for now. The sample collection grows. And the Ruchas, do you wear this Ruchas, Ajay, on its own, or do you like do you layer it? Do you put like Ruchas down and then spray something on top? How do you wear this this Ruchas? All right, 2 down, 2 to go. So, Scott from Germany, thank you, man. Thank you, Scott. I know you're not here, but whenever you watch this, I want you to know I really do appreciate it. It's very, very kind of you, and I know it's not easy to ship from Germany, so you are a valued member of our little fragrance town here, man. Ah. Very well packed, Scott. I'm just going to cut the whole damn box. Okay. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Ah. Okay. Oh my God, dude. There is so much stuff in here. You guys are unbelievable. You're keeping me busy, I'll tell you that. This is one of like 5 different little packages. Let's get started. Hope you guys are ready for an entire live stream of unboxings. I'm going to put it on the floor. And what's crazy is I think we're saving some of the best stuff for last too. Eddie sent me some Areej Dorés and some Ensar Ouds. All right, let's see what we got here. So we have Malicia from Xerjoff. Malicia. Are you guys familiar with this one? Malicia? Malicia. Yeah, Eddie's package is coming up. Yep. We all love you, Robes. We love you, Mark. Keep on keeping on, man. Very, very potent stuff. Do you wear it on your own, or do you just do you wear it to bed, or what? Let's see. So it was Leighton Exclusive that Ajay sent me, right? Let me just add that to the decant list so I don't forget. And then this is Xerjoff, Malaysia, M-A-L. And by the way, while I'm kind of just going through these, if there's anything that you guys want me to prioritize, let me know, because otherwise it's just going to go in the pot. And, you know, I'll get to it when I get to it, which could be tomorrow. It could be a year from tomorrow. Malaysia by Xerjoff. So apparently there was 2. There was the original one, which must have came out a decade or more ago. That's discontinued. Then there's 2017 Oud Star Xerjoff Malaysia, which I'm guessing this is. And it's Lily of the Valley, Guardian Balsam, Amiris Amber, Laotian Oud, Cambodian Oud, Tonka Bean, Labdanum, Musk, and Vanilla. Very interesting. And then we've got Ceylon, Xerjoff Ceylon, which a lot of these Xerjoffs I'm completely unfamiliar with since I never liked Xerjoff, but I'm willing to give it a fair shot. Let's see, Ceylon. I did like Gao. Someone sent me a little decant of Gao, other than the fact that I couldn't get the damn sprayer to spray, which, you know, the fact that Xerjoff uses these shitty little atomizers is all you need to know. But outside of that, I actually like the scent. Let's see, Ceylon, Xerjoff, Oud Star Ceylon. Here we go. 2017, Oriental Animalic, Honey, Calabrian Bergamot, Indian Jasmine Sambac, Ceylon Tea, Malaysian Oud, Indian Sandalwood, Bourbon Vanilla, Amber, and Deer Musk. Interesting. Let's see what else we got here. Another Xerjoff, and then something a little bit different, I think. A Boadiceathevictorious. All right, the final Xerjoff here is Tony Imomi. I have no clue who that is, by the way. Does anyone know who the hell that is? They have a fragrance with Xerjoff, so they must be somebody. Who the hell is Tony Imomi? Let's see. Where's the tease? Tony Imomi. Here we go. Is this the special edition one? I'm guessing it is. Monkey Special? I don't know how to tell which one's which. It just says Tony Imomi. Signed limited crystal edition or Tony Imomi Monkey Special. I have no clue. Calabrian Bergamot, Rum, Bulgarian Geranium, Passion Fruit. Passion Fruit, that's an interesting note. Cinnamon, Singapore Patchouli, Leather, Australian Sandalwood, Vanilla, Caramel, Tonka Bean, Ambergris, Labdanum, Musk. All right. Is he like a rock star or something? And then finally we get Boadiceathevictorious Valiant. 2013, that's a decade old. Floral, sweet fragrance, mandarin orange, bergamot, orange, petitgrain, iris, carnation, rose, cherry blossom, violet, orange blossom, ylang ylang, copiba balsam, amber, sandalwood, patchouli, tonka, and vanilla. Interesting. Let's catch up on the comments. Please do a video on Civet Bomb. I wanted that one, but it's sold out. So interesting. All right. Yeah, Civet Bomb, right? Rukush was made in Kannauj. It's like perfume capital of India. Somebody hit me up today on Instagram. Interestingly that you say that. The name of the place that hit me up is called Kannauj Traditional Perfumes. These guys right here. And they hit me up and they were like, please try our oils or something. And I was like, are you telling me you want to send me something? What are you saying? All right, I just followed them back. Yeah, Kannauj Traditional Perfumers wrote me out of the blue today on Instagram. Interesting you say that. It went so quick. Yeah, it did. Arnold, I just did your unboxing, man. I just did your unboxing. Thank you for these. Whoops. Thank you for these 5. They're going to get some definite attention on the channel. Black, Serge Noir, Vetiver Extraordinaire, Angelique Sous La Pluie, and Furio, the vintage Furio. That'll be a hell of a comparison video. Thank you. Yeah, Civet Bomb, right? Make sure you get the, try to find an older bottle is what I would say. Try to find like a 2017 bottle if you can. That would be my advice. Just one Ram's opinion, you know. I don't trust new Creed. You know, I don't trust the new stuff. The reformulations, they worry me. They definitely worry me. I've got a 500 ml flacon of a 2017 batch. If you want to buy, 50 mils off of me or something, I don't know how to price it, but if you want to make me an offer, I'll be willing to sell you some of mine, so it's legit, it's older. All right, then we've got Xerjoff Luxor. Are you guys familiar with these? I am completely in the dark. KL Home is fantastic. Yep, I love KL Home. Ruchas, perfect summer attar that cools you down in the high heat. Nice. So do you guys wear, place I got attar and Canage have been making them since the 16th century. Holy shit. Is that your whole collection? No, they're just up there in the front just because this is actually not my whole collection. This is about half. My whole collection wouldn't fit on here. Some stuff is kept under lock and key, under armed guards. Probably Amouage was the brand that really got me into. I started out with Creeds and Amouages, and then I kind of realized that I made a huge mistake leaving out stuff like Encre Noire and the cheaper stuff that people kind of overlooked. And that just changed the way that I kind of started collecting. And then, of course, discovering vintages, and it snowballs from there. But I kind of go everywhere. I mean, I've got Bortnikoffs, Areej Dorés, Ensar Ouds. I've got Amouages, Creeds, MFKs, and I've got designers, YSLs, and Gucci's. And I mean, I'll go everywhere. I'm not too bougie to wear a cheaper designer or a newer just designer, and I'm not too I don't have to wear the most expensive stuff. But that came with some maturity. At first, when I first started collecting, it was all high end. If it wasn't expensive, it sucked, and that was a big mistake I started with. And then I would say discovering the women's fragrances, like I showed KL Homme, discovering stuff like this. I mean, this is a women's fragrance, but it's probably one of the most masculine leathers you'll ever smell. Bandit by Robert Piguet. Discovering the women's side also changed my collecting, like the path of collecting. 5 or 6 years ago, I never would have worn this. I never would have worn Val de Nuit. And here I am saying it's one of the most beautiful things I've ever smelled. You know what I mean? So once those gender boundaries kind of got torn down, then I just kind of went everywhere. Xerjoff Malaysia smells very similar to the uber expensive Pure Oud by Louis Vuitton. Nice. I've never smelled that one, Alan. It is very expensive, isn't it? How much is it? Spot on for me too. Nice. Guitarist from Black Sabbath. Ah, okay. Okay, he deserves his own fragrance. Hey, Ram, welcome. Amouage's first play. Ali sent me, all of these are the ones Ali sent me, and they're all the women's Amouages I've never smelled. So nice. Hey, Ringo. Weirdest collab ever. That is very weird, isn't it? Xerjoff is just a weird brand. Ram unboxings. Best left-handed guitarist in the world. He's a southpaw, eh? Monkey Special. Is that the one that I have? I mean, how do I know? It just says Tony Imomi. Is there a monkey special versus a non-monkey special? Very strange collab. All right, let me look up Luxor. Let me look up Luxor. Luxor 2020, spicy resinous, Ceylon cinnamon, leather, frankincense, Atlas cedar, tobacco myrrh, Indonesian patchouli, Cambodian oud, Thai oud, Nagamatha, good old cypriol, and cardamom. Nice stuff. Whoops. Man, I'm going to need a whole new place to put all these decants. I'm running out of space on that top shelf. Damn, Scott. Damn. You sent me a lot of stuff here, dude. There's so much content for me to talk about. I could make this my full-time job and not even have time in the day still. I'll pick all this up later. All right, let's see what we got next. So next we have Casamorati Fiero. Oh, Jesus. Casamorati F-I-E Fiero. There we go. 2009. Spicy green, bergamot, blood orange, lemon, tarragon, mint, neroli, thyme, coumarin, nutmeg, patchouli, sandalwood, and vetiver. I just never got into Xerjoff. I know Robes really liked them. I just never liked the brand. Xerjoff Ulm was always my favorite, and that was it. Ringo Starr is much better. That's right. Ringo, you need your own fragrance, man. Welcome, Krishan. I don't think I've seen you on the channel before. Welcome to the channel, sir. Got to see Black Sabbath with Ronnie James Dio on the Mob Rules tour. Tony Leads the Heaven and Hell was amazing. That's awesome, Eddie. That collab was left field for sure. Yeah, Xerjoff does some weird stuff. Mike V. Keith is stealing your thunder, bro. Shen is as good as Fila Nagil. I've never smelled it, so I can't challenge you on that, Ringo. But, dude, just play War Pigs right now, and you will be caught up on that Xerjoff Special Edition. Yeah, try to find a vintage, Arnold. Have you tried Xerjoff Alcad? No, I've not. Honestly, I'm behind on my Xerjoff. I'm behind on but this will catch me up for sure. As long as these sprayers actually work, unlike that Gao sample that I got. So this is Xerjoff Starlight. And let's see what they have to say about good old Starlight. (2019). Spicy, sweet, bergamot, cardamom, almond, cinnamon, clove, amber, cedarwood, and balsamic notes. You know what it is? Fragrance houses like Xerjoff and Boadiceathevictorious, the overpriced, I really don't like that they have only been around for, 15 years or whatever it is, and they have 10 pages of fragrances. Like they have as many fragrances as Guerlain, which has been around since the 1800s, that bothers me. I don't like that. I don't like that they pump them out. And they sell them at such a high price that it's hard to feel like you got something exclusive when they're putting something out the very next month. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I got the new Tony Iommi, and then the next month it's gone. It's still there, but there's something else that they're putting out that's highlighted on Fragrantica or, feature article. And you know what I mean? It doesn't seem as exclusive as they're really trying to make it seem when they can just pump these out month after month after month. Any house that puts out 20 fragrances a year doesn't seem very exclusive to me. So, all right, next we have Casamorati Italica. Casamorati Italica. Casamorati. There's so many Casamoratis. I can't even find the Italica. Here it is. 2016, a sweet gourmand. Ooh, that's probably going to be a pop, pop, pop. Milk, almond, saffron, vanilla, toffee, cedar, sandalwood, and white musk. Okay, that's scary. Scary, Italica. And finally, we've got Golden Green from Xerjoff. You guys familiar with Golden Green? How can I even find golden green? Xerjoff, golden green 2020. There's golden Dala. It's like all these goldens. Golden green, spicy green, pink pepper, cardamom, juniper, frankincense, cedarwood, vetiver, coffee absolute, and musk. And, you know, sometimes I look at those Xerjoffs with the packaging and the, you know, like fancy camel skin covering that goes over it. And it's just like, am I really paying for the juice, or am I paying for the, you know, am I paying for the presentation, the bottle? Yeah, man. Anytime Robes is in the house, it's a big show. Yeah, that's right. The Xerjoff cabinet is just over here. It's hidden. Hey, Flippo, welcome. That Xerjoff is called Monkey Special. Why? Why is it called Monkey Special? His favorite guitar. Okay, yeah. From Bogart, one that is easily available and smells rich is Witness. Yes, that's right. You're exactly right. I actually have a backup of Witness, Ukio. I have a... this is a 30 mil, and then I've got a 50 mil I got from Anuj. You're right. It's amazing. I love the green. The cinnamon in here is stunning. Actually, the cinnamon in Witness reminds me a little bit of the cinnamon in Balenciaga Pour Homme. They don't smell the same, but there's something about the way cinnamon was used in the early 90s that is very unique. You can smell it also in Romeo Gigli per Uomo. Romeo Gigli per Uomo is another one where the cinnamon is amazing in these two. Different fragrances, but same time period, you know, that they were released. So yes, it's good stuff, man. I agree with you as far as Witness being amazing. All right, let's see what other. So if you see a bunch of new Xerjoff videos on the channel, you can blame Scott from Germany for it. All right, let's see what else we got. We've got Xerjoff Memluk. Xerjoff Memluk. I don't know anything about these. I'm like so in the dark on this stuff. Xerjoff Memluk. There's so many pages of perfumes. I can't even go to like the to the letter, searching by alphabetical order. And it's not even where it should be. Where the hell is Memluk? Xerjoff Memluk. Here we go. Another sweet gourmand. Bergamot, honey, caramel, jasmine, osmanthus, benzoin from Siam, bourbon, vanilla, Laotian oud, Laotian booyah. Shows leather next to that, but I don't know what that is. Musk and amber. Okay, interesting. And then we've got Fars, Xerjoff Fars, and Fars. Xerjoff Fars is 2012. Italian bergamot, French lavender, Cade juniper, jasmine absolute, Egyptian geranium, Atlas cedar, Laotian oud, patchouli, amber, sandalwood, and Haitian vetiver. Interesting. And then finally, Alexandria 3. I've never smelled 1 or 2, though. I wonder if I should save this to try to smell 1 and 2 first. But Alexandria 3 is oriental woody, cinnamon, rosewood, lavender, cedarwood, lily of the valley, Bulgarian rose, amber, sandalwood, musk, vanilla, Thai oud, and Laotian oud. Man, where am I going to put these is the question. Where are you going to live, Xerjoffs? Where are you going to live? I guess you can live right here for now. We'll put you right up front. So if there's any that you guys want to prioritize, do let me know. And I'll put it at the top of the list. Okay. The Xerjoffs are done. Stay. Let's see what else we got. Let's catch up on the comments and see what else we got. Good afternoon, Yanni. Welcome. Alcott is alien. Xerjoff is specialized in smoke and mirrors. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I'm kind of in the same boat. You'll probably hear me say that. Italica is going to hurt. I won't like it. I know I won't. You're exactly right. Amouage first. Maybe I'll do like a live stream. Like first, try 4 for the very first time kind of thing on stream. All right, let's see what we got here. We have Fragrance du Bois, Solstice. Solstice. Are you guys familiar with Solstice? All stuff that I am just completely ignorant about. Solstice. Fragrance du Bois, 2021 release. Shadi Samra is the perfumer. Never heard of Shadi. I guess that's his work. I've never heard of his work. Bergamot, mandarin orange, pink pepper, fruity notes, nutmeg, neroli, cardamom, sandalwood, vanilla, and vetiver. Huh. More Fragrance du Bois. This is going to be interesting. These are all the houses I pretty much ignore. Fragrance du Bois, Oud Noir. That smells better than Solstice from the Atomizer, I'll tell you that. So, Oud Noir. Is there an Oud Noir or and this must be Oud Noir Intense? Because I don't see any Oud Noir. I only see Oud Noir Intense. This must be Oud Noir Intense. Smells like Versace Pour Homme Noir Oud or Versace Oud Noir or whatever they call it. Bergamot, cardamom, rose, jasmine, sandalwood, saffron, patchouli, vanilla, musk, amber, and oud. Okay. All right, let's see what else we got. We've got Boadiceathevictorious Glorious. Do you guys know this one? Do you know Glorious? (2012), 11-year-old fragrance. Pineapple, apple, elemi, raspberry, peach, plum, balsamic notes, jasmine, cardamom, nutmeg, rose, ambergris, gaiac wood, moss, musk, patchouli, sandalwood, vanilla, and cedarwood. Interesting. And then we've got Boadiceathevictorious Imperial. Every time I've smelled a Boadiceathevictorious, I've always thought that they spend all their money in the opening. Like the first hour is the most amazing thing you smell, and then it just falls apart. So we'll see if these follow the same trajectory. Let's see. Boadiceathevictorious Monarch. I think that says Monarch. Let's see. Monarch. Boadiceathevictorious Monarch. You know, Boadiceathevictorious is like the same as Xerjoff. There's so many fragrances, I can't even find the damn fragrance amongst the 10 pages of fragrances that they have. And they've only been around for like 15 years or something. Here we go. Monarch, 2015, woody, spicy, bergamot, grapefruit, mugwort, black tea, red fruits, lily of the valley, freesia, rose, jasmine, pink pepper, cinnamon, cardamom, leather, oak moss, oud, cedarwood, patchouli, labdanum, vanilla, tonka bean, and frankincense. Interesting. I might like this one. Monarch. And then finally, from Boadiceathevictorious, we have, what are you? You are Bodacious. Boadiceathevictorious, Bodacious. Ooh, you know what? This has a cola vibe in the opening. Very interesting. Bodacious. I do like cola openings, though. I am a sucker for cola openings, I'll tell you that. Bodacious. Bodacious. Here we go. Ah, that's a newer one, 2021. Sweet. Ah, it's a cherry. Cherry fragrance. I don't have any cherry I never got on that cherry bandwagon. Some people say it's similar to one of the Tom Ford cherries. They say it's similar to Lost Cherry. Cherry, clove, almond, cognac. There is a cognac. Pepper, jasmine, sambac, Moroccan rose, heliotrope, tonka bean, amber, musk, sandalwood, vanilla, vetiver. Tobacco. Interesting. You guys familiar with any of these Boadiceathevictorious, or does anyone even care? Boadicea Harmonious equals replace Dior Homme as my favorite iris. Really? Very interesting, Dave. Very interesting. Ah, good day, Jonathan. Welcome. Right? Many eyes looking that way. That note is similar to both. Never thought about that. Howdy. Caramel. Boo. Xerjoff farts. No, it's Royal. No, it's Creed Royal Wind. That's the ticket. I can't with Xerjoff. They must have about 100. It's the same with Boadicea. I mean, they have so many fragrances, and they're all ridiculously priced. Just, they're out of their damn minds. I have Reggio, Mephisto, Fiero in 1888 from the Casamarati line. There are in the 30 mils, and one is 3.4. I've sampled Mamluk and Zafar, last two, just by Russian Adams work. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just by Russian Adams work. I'm with you. Much like The Godfather, the third Alexandria. Oh, it's good stuff. Quantity over quality. That's what it feels like. It feels like they're just pumping them out, and their markups are so high that if they even just get a couple suckers, they're winning, you know? It's like the, hi, I'm a Nigerian prince. Please send me $12 million scam. If you just get one sucker, you're in. I hate all caramel in food, in drink, in scents. The stuff is terrible. I know what you mean, Natalia. I know what you mean. So, as you can see, I've got my sampling cut out for me. All right, let's see what else Scott sent me. The list goes on. This is going to be the longest unboxing video of all time. Hello, Dimitros. Welcome, my friend. Only Xerjoff I have is Indochine Oud Stars. I have to say it's pretty good. I've never smelled that. Never smelled it indeed. My hands from some of these leaking just smells like a mixture of everything so far. Civet Bomb, Latent Exclusive, and now whatever these are right here. Something in here is leaking a little bit. Let me get my unboxing knife. Ah, Ah, beautiful. This is good stuff. This one I'm excited about. Very excited about these. I mean, I'm excited about everything you guys have sent me. This is called Léa Exquise by Bortnikov. Oh, look at the color of that juice. Oh, God, I'm a sucker for juice color like that. Le Exquise. Are you guys familiar with this? It smells amazing. It might be the best smelling from the atomizer of everything we've talked about so far. Le Exquise. Let's see what good old Parfumo says. Le Exquise by Bortnikov, 2018. An animalic floral. Alan, here's your animalic floral, dude. Bergamot, neroli, cardamom, champaca flower, champaca leaf, jasmine sambac, jasmine auriculatum, which I think is the Egyptian jasmine, cedar, cacao, clove, nagamata, myrrh, Vietnamese oud, Indonesian oud, styrax, tolu balsam, ambergris. This smells amazing from the atomizer. Absolutely stunning. I wish Scott was here so I could ask him if this is the version from 2018 or 2020. I'm guessing it's probably the 2020. Same kind of note breakdown. Champaca Oud, beautiful. And then we've got another little decant here. Come on, baby. All right, here we go. Which is Beaufort London Fathom 4. Fathom 4. Smells very floral from the atomizer. Are you guys familiar with Fathom 4? I do love Beaufort London, though. I must admit, it's a brand that... Fathom 5, sorry. I don't know why I was saying 4. Fathom 5, green floral, juniper berry, tangerine, blackcurrant leaves, earthy notes, aquatic notes, thyme, lily, jasmine, ylang ylang, ginger, cumin, black pepper, mimosa, patchouli, vetiver, oak moss, salt, frankincense, atlas cedar, and amber. Beautiful. It does smell very green and very floral. There's no doubt about that. I'm getting a lot of the jasmine off of the atomizer. A lot of the jasmine. Xerjoff recently came out with some new attar line. I saw that. They look like butt plugs. They look absolutely terrible. And why in the world would you give Xerjoff that much money when you can give it to Russian Atom and get stuff like this? You know? That's my take on it. Xerjoff lost their damn mind. Hey, Ramsey, what are your thoughts on Aromatics Elixir? Never smelled it, Reagan. I know. It's a fragrance sin against the gods to never have smelled Aromatics Elixir, but it's true. I've never smelled it. Although I really want to. It's on my list. Best Xerjoff Torino 21, Neo, and Pico Via Dama. Never smelled any of them, Dave. My favorite Xerjoff is Xerjoff Homme. Xerjoff Homme. This is a glass refill bottle, but this stuff is, you talk about fire. Oh my God. Oh, if you like stuff like Keniche 10, which apparently that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. Someone told me you're supposed to be, instead of Keniche, it's supposed to be Keniche. But my Texas accent won't let it sound cool either way. So Keniche 10, apparently, to my nose anyway, Xerjoff Homme smells like a smokier, niche version of Keniche 10. Man, this Cambodian Denal Oud CO5 from Arabian Oud is amazing. Oud for the price, definitely worth buying 3 mil. Nice. I don't think I've smelled anything from Arabian Oud. Although someone sent me a picture of or like a video of their store in Dubai. Stunning store, beautiful store. It looks very high class. Fragrance Dubois, what is going on here? Why honest this imposter who sent you that? It's Scott. It's Scott from oh shit. This one of these is seriously leaking. It is all over. It is all over my hands. And I don't know which one it is. Yeah, one of these is really, really leaking. Hang on, let me sort this out. Oh, shit. It is all over, everywhere. There's just liquid everywhere. Okay, hang on. One of the downsides of decants is that they leak. I have a love-hate relationship with decants. Must be, I think it's this one. I think it just needed to be tightened a bit. All right, so this is Boadiceathevictorious Ardent. I'll get some water and clean it up for real, but this is Ardent. And man, really leaked, unfortunately. All right, I'm just gonna it's everywhere. I am just going to put it up there and not, I should go wash my hands after this, honestly. Let me just make a note of Ardent for future reference so I can get to it if need be, since I know I have it. Ardent. My keyboard is going to smell like a mixture of everything. Saffron, Turkish rose, hedione, beeswax, benzoin, vanilla, oud, patchouli, musk, and amber. Whoops. Okay, decant. Parfums de Marly Godolphin. This is the Tuscan leather clone from Parfums de Marly. Man, there is like liquid. Oh my God. Hang on. This one smell, all of these three actually all smell like they've leaked. These are the three that are leaking. Let me tighten it. My hands smell like a mixture of everything. Still more than enough juice to do a video on it one day. Let's see. Godolphin. 2011. Saffron, thyme, cypress, iris, jasmine, rose, amber, vanilla, vetiver, white cedarwood, and musk. Yeah, it's a parfum. It's a it's a Tuscan leather clone. And then finally, we've got Chanel Cuir de Russie EDP. Okay, so I've got the EDT and the EDT and the very hard to find EDC of Chanel's Cuir de Russie. So now I've got a couple drops of the EDP, so I can do a comparison video on. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, let me throw this away. I'm gonna have to go wash my hands because it is everywhere. All right, we're gonna take an intermission. I'm gonna wash my hands. Don't go anywhere. I shall return for the final bit of Scott's boxing and Eddie's, and then we will have done a hell of an unboxing. All right, the intermission's over. Everyone take your seats. I had to wash that Parfums de Marly off my hands. You guys understand, right? All right, let's catch up on the comments. Some lotion. You always got a lotion after washing your hands. Man. New York Intense is good. Never smelled that one, though, Dave. Never smelled New York Intense. Xerjoff, do you have more perfumes under a different name called Chemi? Xerjoff does have some perfumes under a different name called Chemi, yes. It is good to see you, Fosco. I don't like eating caramel, but I don't mind it in those girly perfumes to add some weight. I know what you mean. Good day, Magnum. I must be allergic to it on a mitochondrial level. I normally despise Xerjoff, but I do like Kobe and Xerjoff Homme. Xerjoff Homme is my favorite. Yeah, they hit that one out of the park. OMG, this Do-Boo Russian group crazy about it. What's D-E-Boo? What's D-E-Boo? I'm just slow, sorry. Vintage Cuir de Russie EDT. Very nice. Very nice, Doc. That's their bestseller, Imperial. Like 2 creations out of how many? Some say it stayed on your skin like 30 minutes. Any fans of Moustache EDP? Never smelled it. AC from Smells Good just did a review of it, but apparently it's supposed to smell like Tuxedo by YSL, which I also don't like. And it's supposed to be like a cheaper take on Tuxedo by YSL. And since I have a 10 ml decant of the real of Tuxedo, I'm not a fan. 135 fragrances. Yeah, it's insane. It's a lot. Thank you, Flippo. That's very kind of you. Thank you. I promise anything that gets given to the channel, I will put back into fragrances or equipment or stuff like that. So thank you. They basically all have rose and oud. Yeah. Monarch is a really good leather. Nice. All right. I'm excited. Look, I know I bashed some of those brands, but I will have an open mind. I promise you. I will be fair. I will have an open mind. So yes. All right. Little housekeeping. Love Mustache EDP better than anything designer nowadays. I've never smelled it, Mike. Because cherry ain't macho. Yeah, cherry ain't macho at all. You don't find cherry in vintage Balenciaga Pour Homme and Polo Green. There's no cherry in those, I'll tell you that. Yeah, YSL Tuxedo is what it's supposed to smell like, apparently. Yeah, you're tardy, Jonathan. The King from Boadiceathevictorious, one of the best spicy plum. I've never smelled that one, Jonathan. Not a fan of caramel milk bars. Recently noticed that my vintage Givenchy Gentleman wraparound the label version has Russian leather, but every time I wear, all I get is patchouli and oak moss. There is a leather bit to it, Ram, for sure. Yeah, I think there is a little bit of leather in the dry down. Good to hear, Mikey. I'm tempted to open up my sealed box. I miss it. A little cola notes have Amouage Crimson Rocks and Imitation Woman. Nice. I'm excited to try Crimson Rocks. That's good stuff. They can focus on fragrances. They don't have to make dresses or handbags like Chanel. Who's that? Which one? Xerjoff Alexandria 2 and Ivory Root are very nice. Own them both. Yeah, I've never smelled Alexandria 1, 2, or 3, although now I have 3 to talk about. But maybe I should wait to try to get my nose on 1 and 2 before I do 3. Just never wanted to spend the bucks for Tuxedo. It's not super awesome, Bobby. It's not. You can place a whole box. I'll never touch it. Even if that's the last box of sweets on earth, I'd rather eat unsalted potatoes. I don't mind unsalted potatoes. Le Exquise is my favorite Bortnikov. It smelled amazing from the atomizer. I think that's the best thing I've smelled so far. I don't like either, Micah, to be honest with you, but that's just me. The exquisite caramel. No, Natalia, potatoes need salt, but if you really want to torture yourself, well, caramel or unsalted potatoes. More spices in tuxedo. Okay. Any thoughts on Civic Cat Chypre? Still never smelled it. No, never smelled it. My Wonder by Ajmal and 20 other different perfumes all over. Nice, Paolo. Welcome. Welcome, my friend. I've received Tobacco Rose from Papillons on the Realm of Rose de Jamal from Without the Mint, a very natural rose. Very natural rose. And that hay thing that she did, that earthy hay thing is just beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful rose. Honestly, if you've ever smelled like real rose Otto, you take some Bulgarian rose, some Rose de Mai, and blend them together, you get something like Tobacco Rose. It's so realistic smelling. Like, it smells like the most realistic rose you could ever imagine. But it's not just a rose soliflor or anything like that to me. I love Beaufort too. Rachel has the wrench. I don't know how I gave it to her, but I'm glad she has it. I trust Rachel with the wrench. I've sampled Phantom 5, not a fan. Yeah, it smelled very white floral from the tops. See, you're going to have to tell me your name, Kubin. I'm sorry. Good afternoon, Frag Fam. I almost wore that today, Jonathan. I almost wore that. I decanted some. I didn't wear it. Sample it first, Bobby. Sample it first. You might not like it. Best Xerjoff Iris, Xerjoff Homme, more than words. Never smelled any of them except Xerjoff Homme. Heritage, EDT for sure, kid, 100%. EDT every day in the vintage gold cap EDT if you can find it. Someone wrote me an entire blurb. I think it was Scott actually, who sent me all of these. Speaking of Scott, we better get moving or we're never going to finish this unboxing. He sent me an entire blurb while I was in Houston traveling for work saying that, he finally got to sample the vintage gold cap EDT and it's so much better than the wood cap one he's been wearing. And, he went into this whole detail on why. It was a great email. But it's funny when I love getting those emails and, some people say, well, they want the newer one because of the fact that, the citruses are better in the top, and that's fine. To each their own. I want the vintage. I think it's just, you can tell that Guerlain cared more about what they were putting out back then than what they're putting out now. Okay. Here we go. Back to Xerjoff. More than words. More than words. Yeah, Xerjoff, more than words. So, when you guys see these on the channel coming up, more than words, you know where they're coming from. All of these little samples: oriental floral, dried fruits, labdanum rose, spicy notes, oud, and ambergris. Xerjoff deliberately do not specify any notes for the fragrances of the collection. Join the club. Okay. Interesting. We've got Classica. I'm guessing this is Bortnikov Classica. Must be Bortnikov Classica. The only thing I can think of, right? 2021 release. Bergamot, lemon, neroli, orange blossom, May rose, heliotrope, iris, sandalwood, frankincense, labdanum, castoreum. That's a good one. Birch tar, patchouli, vetiver, rosewood, tonka, ambergris, and musk, and vanilla. Beautiful. Moss cologne. Another Bortnikov I've never sniffed. Man, this is going to be, I'm going to have to do a video like every night to try to catch up. I'm going to be behind on my homework. Oh, Moss Cologne from the Atomizer smells amazing. Let's see. Moss Cologne. Moss Cologne 2020. Bergamot, lemon, orange, grapefruit, oak moss absolute, violet leaf, jasmine, champaca flower, nutmeg, ylang ylang, oak moss, more oak moss, ambergris, atlas cedar, Virginian cedar, labdanum, tonka, and vanilla. Very nice. And then we've got Zemfria. Zemfria. Are you guys familiar with these? These are the Bortnikoffs I've never sniffed, I think. Zemfria. Zemfria is 2019, bergamot, pink pepper, May rose, tea rose, atlas cedar, Bengali sandalwood, and Vietnamese oud. Interesting. I love the way Dmitry Bortnikov does florals, so I'm sure these florals are amazing. Back to Xerjoff. We have Xerjoff 400. Is that the name of the fragrance? 400? Xerjoff 400. Join the club 400. A sweet floral fragrance. Bitter orange, bergamot, honey, mandarin orange, rose, orange blossom, blonde tobacco, ylang ylang, cedarwood, vanilla, patchouli, and vetiver. The number is said to reference the address of the department store in 400 Oxford Street, London. Wow. How classy, Xerjoff. Back to Bortnikov, thank God. We've got Oud Sinaharaja. Ooh, this smells good from the Atomizer. Oud Sinaharaja. 2020 release. Floral, woody, bergamot, pink grapefruit, cardamom, frangipani, magnolia, jasmine, sambac, Sri Lankan oud, Indian oud, Philippine oud, atlas cedar, and labdanum. Very nice. That is good stuff. There's one more. I almost threw it away. It almost fell into the little package I was rolling up here. Let's see. So we've got Xerjoff again. Commandant. Are you guys familiar with Commandant? All stuff that I'm just completely ignorant of. It reminds you when you get samples like this, it reminds you just how many fragrances there are out there and how, impossible it is to keep up unless you try 10 things a day. Tobacco, honey, vanilla, floral notes, and fruity notes. Every scent of this series is dedicated to another club. Stay classy, Xerjoff. Stay classy. Xerjoff targets the affluent normie. Yes, they do. If you're a sucker for cola notes, might worth checking out Elsha Russian Leather. Okay. I'll put it on the list. I love Russian leathers. Rick, that's right. You got to tell me until I remember, Rick. Thank you. Parfums de Marly, Darley. Never smelled it. Never smelled it, Rick. Yeah, Lanchetti Uomo is so good. 1 stick of butter for my smashed potatoes, salt and pepper. That's it. Hello, Ali. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Zeno, beautiful. Not love it first sniff, but it's grown on me. I'm glad to hear it. I think Zeno is one of the best fragrances of the 80s. I love it. 1 stick, Bobby. Well, yeah, depends on how depends on whether you cut the stick in half or just put the whole thing in. You should put Boadiceathevictorious Blue Sapphire on the list. Yes, people keep telling me that. I'll get to it at one point, I would assume. I don't know if I'll ever, I don't think I'll be spending any of my own money on buying samples, but if it comes across my desk, it will get put on the list. Yes, Rick from Cuba. I got to remember that somehow. Yeah, EDT for sure. Talking about Boadiceathevictorious complex of smoky leather smells like the muffler of a car. I mean, I can't say I've ever wanted to smell the muffler of a car, but when you talk about stuff with smoke and leather, sounds good to me. No chives. Lasagna is the way to my heart. Talking about potatoes and lasagna. Sergio Momo named his brand Xerjoff to sell stuff to Russian people. Xerjoff is a sort of Russianation of the Italian name Sergio. Interesting. Well, there are rich people all over. You know, there's a lot of different markets. That is interesting. I never knew that. I never knew that indeed. Must have been a mouse in the past. I decanted some amouage with my sight while you were at the bath. With my sight? Squeak indeed. Chemi is more geared towards Middle Eastern style market. Yeah, Xerjoff's. Pavarotti. There you go, Keith. Coming through. When all seem dire, all we're talking about is Xerjoff's and Boadiceathevictorious and bringing us back. My second bottle of Pavarotti, by the way. I've pretty much finished one. Well, I decanted what was left when I broke the bottle. So I've got probably 50 mils of other decants still floating around. And then this, how much are you? Are you a 75 mil? You are. You're a 75 mil. So I probably got over 100 mils of Pavarotti. What a scent, man. What a scent. Thank you for bringing us back to earth, Keith. Hey, Manuel. Welcome, my friend. Egoist Cologne Concentrate. Nice. Did you get that for 30 bucks? Far from home. Canitze 10 Golden Edition. That is beautiful. That's full bottle worthy for sure. Ralph Lauren Purple Label. Never smelled it. Hey, Dead in the Water. Versace the Dreamer. Nice. Vintage or modern. Yes, how is Purple Label? Inquiring minds want to know. I've never smelled a January scent project. I do have a Gallagher fragrance sample lying around somewhere. Nice, creamy, tropical, floral, very tame oud. I love Bortnikoff's floral. Hey, Dushan, welcome, my friend. Tried Red Colorado by M. Micallef. If so, what are your thoughts? Well, hello, April White. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. I can't say I know very much about M. Micallef other than I do have some samples floating around some people have given me, but I haven't smelled them or talked about them on the channel yet. Hi from Barcelona. Do you like Florist brand? I've never smelled a Florist. Actually, that's a house I've never smelled yet. Charles, welcome to the channel from Barcelona. Beautiful. Epic Woman 56. That's good stuff. I love that. I love Epic Woman in any format, I think. Ciao. Those from Join the Club seem like stock inspirations Carbonell had in the lab. I think all of Xerjoff seem like stock inspirations that he had in the lab, honestly. Vintage Sung Om. It's good to see you wearing fragrances, Anuj. It's good to see you wearing fragrances. Is it the same Vintage Sung Om that I bought from you? The one that says Riviera Concepts Inc. Toronto, made in Canada. This is good stuff, by the way. Speaking of vintage juice. Thanks to Keith and Anuj for bringing us back off the precipice. For you vintage lovers and you want a soapy fragrance, good stuff. All right, let me put these away. I need a better system for my decants. Morning here from San Fran. Welcome, Antonio. Good to see you. Is it worth getting a new bottle? I actually have a new bottle. They're both good, but go for the vintage from Areej if you can. Sorry to sniffle in your ear. Just waiting for dinner to cook. Sounds good. I had a pancake this morning, and that's it. Mainly because the current Sung Ohm is very cheap, so great way to compare to an older bottle. It is very cheap. I think I got my current Sung Ohm for like $10. Do you have any empty decants for emergencies? I do. Yes, I do. That's what I did when I broke my Pavarotti bottle. Good morning, Fragrances of Joy. Welcome back to the stream. Does Areej like Baccarat Rouge? Probably no. Even though it rhymes, I would say no, Dushan. It's way too sweet. Amir from Mikolaf has Ramsey's name all over it. Never smelled it. Patchouli Intense. Nice after the first 15 minutes. Is that the Nikolai Parfums? 3,400, 25 bucks for a 50 mil. Crazy. Yep, Riviera. Nice. That's a good one. Scent of the Day, 1969, Female Christ. Is that legit? Or are you messing with us, Jay-Z? I'm not familiar with that one. Blue Sapphire is a clone of Aramis Calligraphy. Scent of the Day is Koros Eau de Sport. Never smelled it. It does something similar to what Antea Sport does. The civet sits atop. More transparent notes. You're saying that Blue Sapphire is a clone of the calligraphy bottle you sent me, Armando. Is that true? Because I like this, but I don't think I like it enough to spend $600 on a Boadiceathevictorious fragrance. That's crazy, Armando. That's crazy. I'll have to talk about this on the channel if that's true. Maybe if I can get my hands on some Blue Sapphire, I'll do a comparison video for everybody. Areej has never smelled Baccarat Rouge. Good. Keep it that way, dude. You just keep wearing your L'Adulaire Exquise, your Dessandras, your your Sung Ohms. Keep wearing those, Areej. Don't smell Baccarat Rouge. You'll lose your faith in humanity is what'll happen. It'll break your spirit. Have you had a chance to check out Red Colorado? Crizia Uomo plus Aquitos. You're a layer of Fragrances of Joy. I'm pretty sure that's against the Fragrance Bible, sir. Luciano Pavarotti has Luciano. It's summer edition. Really? Luciano is terrible. I've never smelled it, but I'd just stick to the... Actually, whenever I wore Pavarotti in the heat last summer, I remember that Russian leather note coming out even more, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I would just wear Pavarotti. The one that I just showed, I would just wear that in the heat, to be honest with you. That's just my opinion. Just one man's opinion. Man. All right, let's finish up this unboxing so we can get to the big boy, the one that Eddie sent me. Eddie sent me a beast of a package. All right, here we go. The last package from Scott. At least I think it's the last one. Thank you, Scott. Seriously, I know we've been giving you a hard time about the Boadicea, the overpriced, and the Xerjoffs, but thank you. That's a lot of content that you just gave me to talk about. So I very, 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 very much appreciate it, my friend. And more to come. Let's see what we got here. So we've got another Fragrance du Bois. Which one are you? You are Oud Blue. Oud Blue. Are you guys familiar with this? Are you familiar with Oud Blue? Oud Blue. Ah, there's Oud Blue Intense. That must be what it is. Oud Blue Intense from Fragrance du Bois. Guillaume Flavigny is the perfumer. Cardamom, nutmeg, mandarin orange, frankincense, cistus, myrrh, amber, apopanax, myrrh, styrax, benzoin, and oud. Interesting. Very interesting. Damn, Scott. Some tape you used, bro. Woo! All right. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Let's see what we got. So first up, we've got Xerjoff 1861 Decas. Is that Decas? D-E-C-A-S? Let's see. Xerjoff 1861 Decas. Yeah, 2021. Tuberose, tobacco, Calabrian mandarin orange, Florentine iris, benzoin, apopanax, musk, balsam, and bourbon vanilla. Interesting. And then we've got Xerjoff joined the club 40 knots. Are you guys familiar with 40 knots? Let's see, 40 knots. 2012, sea breeze, seawater, woody notes, and honey. The fragrances of the collection join the club by purpose. No notes are specified. Every scent of this series is dedicated to another club. Great job, Xerjoff. You're really killing them with this one, buddy. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, no. All right, let's see what we got. We have Memo Paris Queer Nomads Irish Leather. Memo Paris Irish Leather. Irish Leather. Let's see. 10 years ago this came out, 2013. Pink pepper, clary sage, juniper berry, mate absolute, sweet vernal grass, orris concrete, tonka bean absolute, leather, birch, and amber. Interesting. And then we have Xerjoff again. Shooting Stars, Udin Overdose. Are you guys familiar with these? I have no clue. Udin Overdose, 2018. Citrus, spicy, lemon, bergamot, ginger, tobacco flower, coffee, amber, and musk. And then we've got Zefiro. Zefiro, Z-I-F-I-R-O. Let's see, Zefiro. 2015. Bergamot, Davana, elemi resin, wine must, cardamom, cinnamon, carnation, iris, oud, amber, frankincense, and honey. Interesting. Interesting stuff. And then we've got, let's see, Udin. Shooting Stars Udin. U-D-E-N. 2007. This is one of the early ones. Grapefruit, lemon, gaiac wood, rose, rum, sandalwood, ambergris, coffee, musk, and vanilla. And then we've got 18, Castle Marati 1888. Oh, wow, that's sweet. Woo! 1888. 2013, spicy floral, coriander, carnation, pepper, saffron, rose, neroli, ylang-ylang, sandalwood, patchouli, amber, and birch tar. And we've got African leather. Memo Paris, African leather. All right. These are going to make some fun reviews. African leather. 2015 release. Bergamot, cardamom, saffron, cumin, geranium absolute, patchouli, oud, leather, vetiver, and musk. How many different ways can I say it's a nice fragrance, but it's not for me? Let's see. Xerjoff, Casamorati, Mephisto, Gentle Uomo. Is this the one that smells like Silver Mountain water? Yeah, this is the one that smells like Silver Mountain water. It smells exactly like Silver Mountain water. Let's see. Xerjoff. Casamorati. Mephisto, Gentle Uomo, bergamot, lavender, lemon, iris, rose, violet, amber, cedarwood, and musk. Smells exactly like Silver Mountain water. All right, let's catch up on the chat. Let's see who knows what. You should try and review some of the fragrances. You won't be disappointed, I promise. You're talking about M. Micallef. I've got a couple samples I'm going to talk about, April. Yeah, here's one of them. Here's one of them right here. It's M. Micallef Jewel for Him. I've never smelled it before, but I do have a little 2 ml decant someone sent me. So yeah, I'll talk about it. I'll talk about the house on the channel for sure. It's just on the list of a million other things to wear. Nuit de Fa. It is the best Louis Vuitton. I agree with you, Carls. Yep, we are in agreement. Yeah, it's probably closest to Givenchy, Gentleman, but I would say it's in the ballpark of Givenchy Gentleman, but it's a modernized Givenchy Gentleman. There's stuff in Pavarotti that you're not going to find in Givenchy Gentleman, like there's an ivy note and stuff like that. Clinique Happy. Never smelled that, Dushan. Yeah, it's a decent Nikolai, very synthetic smelling when I spray it. Reminds of a school librarian, but she was hopeful, but she was and hopefully still is hot. I actually have a bottle, believe it or not. I've got a bottle of Patchouli Intense. I never talk about it on the channel, but Patchouli Intense, I think it should have been named Geranium Intense. There is a ton of geranium in here. And I've got one of these little 30 ml bottles. Honestly, if I could go back, it's so spicy. It's like spicy geranium in the beginning. It kind of bothers me. You're right. The first 15 minutes are tough. I think I would have given up on this one and instead just got the 100 ml of New York Intense. I think that's my favorite Nikolai. That's an amazing fragrance. But I will talk about Patchouli Intense on the channel one day. Do you visit flea markets to hunt vintages? No, I don't. I should, but I don't. Pavarotti. It's a beauty, man. It has a strong honey note. That's right. It does have a strong honey note, Keith. Yeah. For great patchouli, patchouli, and patchouli extreme by Reminiscence. Never smelled that one, Paolo. You need to try Slumber House. I would love to. Never smelled their stuff. More Than Words is absolutely awful synthetic crap. I think that does that go for most Xerjoffs. Can I just do a review of the all of the decants at once? Overpriced, synthetic. You know, nice bottle, but probably not worth it. No, I will not be buying a full bottle. There you go. That's the short version. Like on Spaceballs when he says, all right, that's it. I've had enough of you guys. I'm going to marry someone today. Do you? Yes. Do you? Yes. Good. You're married. Kiss her. I'm going to do this short version of Xerjoff reviews. I still trying to figure out how they used to fill the bottles with glass beads. I like Irish leather. Nice. That's exciting. I can't say I'm a fan of many Memo Parises, but then again, I don't talk about them on the channel. So yeah, very sweet cotton candy for sure. I like Irish music, Dushan says. Did you get Renaissance? I don't think so. Is lemonade for Texas heat. I love Irish pubs in Dublin listening to Irish music while struggling to drink their thick beers. Dude, their beers are like drinking a loaf of bread. Forgot to add in Xerjoff Herba Pure Accento Overdose. Never smelled them, Paolo. Hey, Scott's here. Thanks, buddy. Thank you for this. I know we've been giving your Xerjoffs, and Scott actually, to his credit, look what he put on the Boadiceathevictorious. Boadicea the overpriced is what he typed on there. You can't see it because my camera's shite, but he wrote Boadicea the overpriced Ardent. So thank you. A personal thank you to you, my friend. You gave me a lot of things to talk about. I'll tell you that. Let me put these away, and then we'll move on to Eddie's package. So when you guys see me do videos on Xerjoff and Boadiceathevictorious, don't bite my head off, okay? Don't bite my head off. I promised I would talk about everything on the channel. So we're gonna go everywhere. Amazing sample drop indeed. Have to admit, 40 knots is not that bad. Paolo says the dry down of 40 knots is stunning. I've never smelled it. Or Herba Pura. Not the usual leather that we know of, Ram, but it's one of the best sellers of Memo. If not, it is their top seller. That's usually a bad sign for me, Paolo. That usually means I won't like it, to be honest with you. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. All right, so of all of the boxes, and there's a lot of them. Whoops, I just like hit the camera, didn't I? Okay, so of all of the boxes, and there are a lot of them, this might be one of the most amazing unboxings because I know what's in here. It's not a surprise. And there's some Areej Dorés. There's some Ensar Ouds. So Eddie, if you're still here, Jonathan B. Swift, thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you to everyone that sent me stuff today. Ajay, Arnold, Scott. I was away on, oh my God. I was away on business. And I was away on business. And so the stuff in my P.O. box was building, let's say. And so my goodness gracious. Thank you, Eddie. Seriously, you are way, way too kind. You guys are great friends of family of the channel in our little fragrance town here. So first, we have a January scent project. I literally just said, I've never smelled a January scent project before. Here we go. January scent project, Smolder Rose. Are you guys familiar with this? Or am I the only one that has no clue what these January scent projects smell like? Smolder Rose. 2017 release, floral spicy. Rich Mitch just did his January scent project, like early impressions. So how's this for timing? Damask rose, bergamot, saffron, choya naka. I have no clue what that is. Frankincense, elderflower. There's an interesting note. Patchouli, cade juniper, oud, and labdanum. John Biebel. is the amateur perfume maker, is what it says, who owns January Scent Project. Very interesting stuff. Wow, this is going to be a lot. Okay, so next we have Samarco. I've never heard of this before, Eddie. Indiescents.com. Samarco Bond Tea. Samarco Bond Tea. Let me look it up. Samarco Bond Tea. Okay, came out over a decade ago, 2012. It's an animalic earthy perfume. Cacao Absolute, Osmanthus Absolute, Patchouli. Nice. Giovanni Samarco is the owner. I've never heard of this brand. Are you guys familiar with this? Are you guys familiar with this Samarco brand? Wulong Chan by Nishane. Interesting. Here's one of the Nishanes I've never smelled before. Wulong Chong. Wulong Cha. Sorry, Wulong Chong. It should have been Wulong Chong. Wulong Cha. Let's see. Wulong Cha. There we go. 2014. Fresh, spicy, bergamot, orange, tangerine, Litsea cubiba. That's that flower I was talking about with some roses that extend the citruses. Oolong tea, nutmeg, musk, and fig. Interesting. I bet you that's nice in the heat. And then we've got Zoologist Beaver. Nice. I have a Beaver official sample. So let's see. Beaver. There's a 2014 and a 2016 Beaver. Which one is this, Eddie? Is this the original Beaver from 2014? Shit, I don't know. I don't know which one to mark down that I have. I'm going to have to ask him. I'm not going to mark down anything. I'm going to wait on that one. And then we've got Suede et Saffron. Is this Nishane's version of Tuscan leather? Suede et saffron. Enjoyed Juby 25 yesterday, especially the deep dry down. The top is too sticky. I love that stickiness with that blackberry. Oh my God. Suede et saffron. Let me look this up. Whoops. Suede et saffron. Ambrette, saffron, suede, ginger, musk, and leathery notes. Yeah, it's supposed to smell like, apparently it's supposed to smell like Tuscan leather. And then this is L'Occitane's Vetiver. Very nice. Actually, L'Occitane's a house that doesn't get as much love as they should from what I know about them. But then again, I've never done a video on them either, so I guess I can't really talk. L'Occitane, must be Eau de Vetiver, yeah? Eau de Vetiver, L'Occitane, bergamot, lemon, nutmeg, guaiac wood, vetiver, cedar wood, and leather. Nice. And then we've got Civet Intense. Civet Intense. What is this? What is Civet Intense? C-I-V. Civet Intense. Parfums Sven Pritzkrolet. That's the guy that did some of the zoologist fragrances. Yeah, he's SP Parfums. Parfums Sven Pritzkrolet. Civet Intense. Civet and green notes is what it says. Interesting. Those are good. And then we've got Kerosene's Wood Haven. Kerosene's Wood Haven. That's a house I need to dive into more. Let's see. Wood Haven. Woodhaven, Kerosene. It also came out about a decade ago. Bergamot, grapefruit, guyakwood, ginger, pink pepper, black pepper, vetiver, juniper, cedarwood, and lemon. John Pegg is the brand owner and the perfume maker. And he also, John Pegg had his own YouTube channel. He was one of the first YouTubers to, Iberian leather was quite good to me. I got similar vibes to Opus 7, which I love. I love Opus 7 too. Juby's amazing. The way you mock Xerjoff kills me. I mean, do they deserve to be treated any other way? I actually kind of like Memo's Russian leathers. The Pine Forest Vibe reminds me of home in Alaska. Nice. Home in Alaska. Memo, PDM, Xerjoff, Boadiceathevictorious. That's it. I'm unsubscribed. Oh, it's good stuff. All right, let me put these away, and then we'll get on to the... there's a lot of stuff in here, so hope you guys are buckled in. When am I going to get to talk about these? How am I going to make time to talk about all of these? I'm going to have to come up with a better system of where they live than just up there. I'm like running out of space. Okay, let's see what we got here. Holy moly. Fort and Manley Parfums Charlatan. Fort and Manley Bortnikov. I can't wait to talk about these Fort and Manleys. That's awesome, Eddie. Thank you, man. Seriously. Fort and Manley Faith Sultan Mahmed. And Fort and Manley Harem Rose. Wow, that's good stuff. Are you guys familiar with these Fort and Manley fragrances? But Charlatan is a floral gourmand, pear, chocolate, damask rose, Moroccan jasmine, vanilla, black truffle, osmanthus, sandalwood, amber, and vanilla. And then we've got Bortnikov. Bortnikov from 2016. A woody gourmand, French lavender, chocolate, ambergris, osmanthus, vanilla, amber, vetiver, guyakwood, tree moss, and oud. And then we've got, what did I say? Faith Sultan Mahmed. Faith Sultan Mahmed. Bergamot, Petitgrand, rose, tulip, vanilla, ambergris, musk, patchouli, cedarwood, oud, benzoin, red apple, and frankincense. And then we have Harem Rose. And Harem Rose is 2017 release, damask rose, amber, benzoin, vanilla, woods, musk, vetiver, and cashmere. Very interesting. It's a house that I've wanted to explore for a while, so thank you, Eddie. These are great. These are awesome. Those are really awesome. I'm just running out of places to put my decants. I need a new system. I need a new system for sure. All right, here's what we're going to do. You're going to go back under lock and key with me later today. Mr. La Couche du Diable and Balenciaga Pour Homme. Same with you two. We'll make some room right here. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what else we got. We got Papyrus de Chen. You guys familiar with this? Papyrus de Chêne. Let's see here. Parfumerie Générale. Parfumerie Générale started in 2002, apparently. Let's look this up. I've never heard of this before. Papyrus de Chêne. Ah, this is Pierre Guillaume. I've heard of this brand. So Parfumerie Générale turned into Pierre. Oh no, this is 24 Papyrus de Chêne. Is this the same thing? Is this the same thing, Eddie? Did they like morph into Pierre Guillaume or what? I'm guessing that must be it, eh? Interesting. I'll have to get with Eddie and ask him. Yeah, Pierre Guillaume. Yeah, it must have morphed into it. This must be an older sample. And then we've got Scent Stories Mini New York. Mini New York. Oh, not mini, Min New York. Min New York. Let me look this up. Min New York. Yeah, Min New York. Here we go. Min New York's the brand. Scent Stories Volume 1, Chapter 9, Dahab. This must be it. Dahab means time goes. It's where the desert meets sea and stars. Oud burns. Oud burns in the distance, mingles with the warm, spicy air. Galbanum, cinnamon, saffron, lime, and nutmeg. Frankincense, benzoin, cypress, geranium. Base of cedarwood, musk, amber, and oud. Interesting. I've never heard of this brand. So many things to talk about. And then we've got, man, Cheyenne? Keon is how you say it, maybe? Keon? I really don't know. Are you guys familiar with this? Keon. Spaceballs. Well, I'd forgotten about that movie. I love Spaceballs. I used to watch it like every day when I was a little kid, over and over and over and over. I basically have it memorized. Let's see if I can look this Keon up. Ciaan. Source Adage is the name. Source Adage is the fragrance company, and the name is Ciaan, Ciaan. Juniper, spearmint, apple, fir, cedar, and amber. Let's see what we got here. Ah, we've got Ramon Monegal. I was just saying I've never smelled anything from this brand. We've got Curial. We've got Evergreen Dreams from Gallagher Fragrances, and Memo Paris Luxor Oud. Are you guys familiar with these? Let's look up Luxor Oud first. Lure Bohem's Luxor Oud from Memo Paris, Mandarin Orange, Red Fruits, Rose, Cypriol, Cistus Absolute, Patchouli, Styrax, Tonka, and Oud. And let's see. Evergreen Dreams by Gallagher Fragrances. Evergreen Dreams. Spicy green, Turkish galbanum, lime zest, grapefruit, birch tar, cashmeran, Russian lavender, pine resins, Texas cedar, kumar, musk, oak moss, and patchouli. And then finally, we've got Curial by Ramon Monegal. 2010 release from, I didn't realize Ramon Monegal's been around that long. Beeswax Absolute, Bourbon Vetiver, Indonesian Patchouli, Somalian Frankincense, and Ceylon Cinnamon. Beautiful. I've never smelled any of these, so that's awesome. All right, let's look what's in the little pouch. Ah, DS and Durga samples. I've never smelled this house either. Let's see what we got. We've got coriander. We've got Spirit of the Glen. And we have Italian citrus. Italian citrus. Let's look these up, shall we? Italian citrus, Spirit of the Glen, and coriander. Coriander, DS and Durga, Russian coriander, pepper, juniper needle, geranium clove, clary sage, musk, magnolia, and mace. David Seth Maltz is the perfumer. Is he the perfumer for all of these DS and Durgas? Wow, they have a lot of fragrances too. I didn't realize they had so many fragrances. They got 6 pages worth. Spirit of the Glen. There's a spirit lamp. Let me look this up here. Spirit of the Glen. DS and Durga Highlands Spirit of the Glen. Woody, spicy. It's discontinued. Scotch whiskey, pear grass, pineapple weed. There's a note I've never seen before. Limousine oak. Very specific. Oak that likes to be transported around in a limo. Pineapple weed, hay, barley malt, bourbon whiskey barrel, and sherry cask. And then we've got Italian citrus. And Italian citrus is from 2011. Lemon, chinotto, blood orange, green mandarin orange, violet leaf, frankincense, copiba balsam, ambrette, and oak moss. Very interesting. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. 3 Xerjoffs I like are Ohm, Richwood, and I liked Richwood too, but I don't know if I would buy a bottle. Don't. You know what? I'll talk about anything, Scott. I haven't talked about them, so I appreciate you sharing. What's up, Stan? Welcome. May the Schwartz be with you. Indeed. Maybe we'll all get together in Spaceballs 2, A Search for More Money. Ah, Bellamy Vetiver. What did I tell you? Trust the Ram's nose, Stan. I got you. I can't speak to modern Xerjoff, but my experience with the early releases from the house are worth a look. Nice. I mean, I'll do videos on them. I'm not that bougie where I won't do videos on them. Vintage Koros. Well played. I need to wear that soon. Don't you have Davidoff Classic in the gray box? Very interesting in that 2Y No Love on the channel. Davidoff Classic. You mean this one? The original Davidoff. I got this from Anuj. Yes, it's beautiful. This and Zeno are my 2 favorite Davidoffs of all time. Oh, shit. All right. There we go. Oh, I mean, if you like stuff like Dior Jules, if you like green leather with a touch of tobacco, see, Davidoff was a cigar, like a tobacconist originally. And so there's a little bit of that tobacco flavor in the original Davidoff for men. It's amazing. Yes, it absolutely deserves the love, man. I'm not overlooking it at all. In fact, I wish I had a bigger bottle. That's the only bottle I have. Let me put these up here. God, where are you going to live? You're running out of room, friends. Okay. All right, let's see what else we got in here. There's a big decant here from Oliver and Company Perfumes. It's called Gin Sense. It's an 8 mil Gin Sense. Are you guys familiar with this? I've never heard of this before in my life. Let's look it up. Gin Sense. Gin Sense. Oh, it might not be on the list here. Ah, here we go. Oliver and Company Avant-Garde Labs. 2012 release. It's discontinued. Exotic woods, spices, ginger, jasmine, laurel, lily of the valley, marine notes, musk, violet leaf, and frankincense. Nice. Oliver Valverde is the perfumer. Nice. That's excellent. We'll put you right there. All right, so that's the first part. This is a, by the way, this is a 4-parter, so there's a lot more coming. This is a 4-parter. Eddie does not play. There's also a second box arriving by Monday. So yes, there are some definite things to talk about on the channel. Thank you, Eddie, by the way. It's very, 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 very kind of you. Ah, the big bull. Oh, my God. So this is Ensar Oud #1, EO #1. This is the one everyone's been saying, I need to smell. I need to get my nose on it. This is it. This is the one that everyone's been saying, if you're going to buy a full bottle of Ensar, this is the one you need to buy, Ramsey. So here we go. I can do a video on it. I can wear it, do a video on it. I feel like some things need to get pushed to the front of the line. This is one of those things. EO #1. Has everyone smelled this? Has anyone smelled this? I keep getting people saying, oh, you need to wear Ensar Oud EO #1. As a leather lover, you're going to love it. Imagination is the best Louis Vuitton. I've never smelled it. Never smelled Imagination, Joseph. Drop me an email and I'll send it to you. Drop me an email. My email's in the description of pretty much all the videos. So I'll send it to you. The Mackenzie Bros Guide, Dark Helmet. Dark Helmet. 2 more Xerjoffs to my collection. I love them both. Got Golden Dala and Torino 21. Nice, Rich. Never smelled those. Kafka spoke highly of Smolder Rose. Yeah, it smelled amazing from the little atomizer. It's good stuff, Scott. You'd probably really enjoy Memo's Shams Oud Narcissus. Ah, Rachel says she loves Smolder Rose. Make way for Dark Helmet. All rise in the presence of Dark Helmet. Elderflower is criminally underrated and underutilized. Yeah, I never see it, ever. What kind of asshole would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as the combination of his luggage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's amazing. I've got the same combination on my luggage. Canadian Comedians #1. Bad mathematician. Got to watch Spaceballs tonight. Spaceballs always puts a smile on my face. Samarco Bon Tea equals patchouli. It's different, though. Nice. Thank you, by the way, Eddie. Thank you very much. I cannot wait. In fact, I'm going to put this right here because I'm going to wear that tomorrow and talk about it. Because you love Goma. Hunt for Mess de Minuit, Midnight Mass. Imagine old benches in a church that have soaked up and absorbed the incense in the air, which the priest swings during Mass. Sounds amazing. Yep. Not a fan of Nishane. I don't mind them, you know? I don't mind them. I think they're okay. Oh, can you guys, I don't know if you guys can see some of this, but there's some very important things in here as far as exploring Russian Adam's work. Indalis. I'm going to put this all up next to the, oh my God. It's like a floral lover's dream. I know we always talk about, we always talk about, you know, Bortnikov and his ability to do florals. But you know, a Russian Adam and Areej Russian Adam also knows how to use florals in a fragrance. This smells very unique. I need to wear this as well as soon as I possibly can. I feel like I need to put the Russian Adam and the Ensar stuff at the top of the list because they're just so. Here's the Ottoman Empire. Yes, I did a video on this, but this is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. Fuck, man. I know some people I talked to lately did not like this. I won't say who, because maybe he doesn't want me to say he didn't like it, but I love this stuff. I absolutely love Ottoman Empire. It's probably one of the best rose ouds I've ever smelled. Oh, man. Roja Fetish EDP or Parfum? I've never smelled the EDP, mate, but welcome. Yeah, greetings, Flow Job. I like the Parfum, though. The pure Parfum, I think, is amazing. I'm a big Fetish fan, but then again, it feels like, you know, a big copy of Bel Ami with incense jacked up and a little bit of fig, you know? He rogeted it up. He took Bel Ami and he rogeted it up. I wore Bel Ami. Actually, I got a compliment on Bel Ami. No shit, like a true compliment. But then again, I mean, I was paying for gas. I was at the counter. I was dressed up. So, you know, the smell kind of fit what I was wearing. I was like in a suit. And because I was going to a conference in Houston. And I stopped for gas in the middle of, you know, country Texas, you know. And this old lady behind the counter of the gas station goes, "Damn, you smell good. What are you wearing, son?" And I was like, "It's Bel Ami by Hermes." And she goes, "Huh? It's what by what?" And I was, so I repeated myself. And then the younger girl came over and she was like, you ain't never heard of Hermes? They make some other stuff, don't they? And I was like, yeah, they make some leather bags, I think, and stuff. She's like, yeah, that's right. But a true, honest to God, you smell good out of the blue compliment. 2014, nice. Cha means tea. You know, as a nurse, I can recommend a few over-the-counter medications to treat Spaceballs. Zonka's beautiful. Suede at saffron equals Tuscan leather. Nice. How do you like Zonka? Choya Naka's Onika shells. They are nail-shaped shells found in the sea, just like ambergris, and have been used for centuries. I know about Onika shells. I just haven't heard that. Choya Naka, nice. Vetiver by L'Occitane is nice. It's discontinued. That's sad. Hey, Julio, up in this piece. Welcome. So then we have Inverno Russo. Are you guys familiar with this? Oh my fucking God, dude. You have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. That is so good. Sometimes I wonder why I spend my money on other stuff. I should just be giving it to Russian Adam, honestly. I should just be giving it to Russian Adam. That's a shame. I'm making lists this morning of frags I didn't care for when released, but now love, but have been discontinued, and I hate myself. Just got home from a small shift this morning. End of the day, Cream Millésime Imperial. What's the main vibe of the stream? Unboxings. Unboxings, 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 unboxings. Let me mark down my decants here of Inverno Russo from 2017. White Rose Otto. God. White Pepper Absolute, Peach Blossom Absolute, Osmanthus Absolute, Omani White Frankincense, Gardenia Champaka Flower, Clove, Cardamom, Indian Sandalwood, Tonka Bean Absolute, Deer Musk, Civet, Chinese Oud, Indian Oud, Indonesian Oud, Betel Leaf. I don't know that note. I don't know Betel Leaf. Virginia Cedar and Benzoin. You know, honestly, if you just gave me like Russian Adams work and vintage Guerlains, I think I could just live for the rest of my fragrance days. That's all. That's all I need, you know? Ottoman Empire, the original Ottoman Empire. Ottoman Empire Part 1. Jamaican pepper, cardamom, Afghan rose, Georgian rose, Bulgarian rose, Indian rose absolute, white rose, jasmine, frangipani water, frangipani, saffron attar, Indian oud, Assam oud, Indian vetiver, cinnamon, nutmeg, sandalwood, oak moss, amber, and myrrh. What a blessing. And then Indalis. Indalis is 2018 release. Indonesian jasmine, Gardenia jasmine absolute, Omani frankincense, ginger, lime, tangerine, pineapple, Indonesian sandalwood, Australian sandalwood, benzoin, tonka bean absolute, oak moss, Indian galbanum, Chinese green tea, and lavender absolute. What a floral fragrance this smells like. Fuck. From the atomizer, these are three. I mean, unbelievable. All right, and then we've got Oud Zen. So this is like the I mean, this is going to bring like a tear to my eye, man. It is so good. I don't know how you can improve on this. Like for an out and out oud fragrance. The original Oud Zen, man. I know I've said Bortnikoff's Oud Maximus is one of my favorite ouds, but when I wore it the other day, it didn't smell as I remembered it, if that makes sense. And so I think I would probably supplant that with Oud Zen just as like an out and out oud. What a fucking fragrance, man. Sri Lankan oud, New Guinea oud, Indian oud, turmeric, Indonesian sandalwood, Indian vetiver, Tolu balsam, Apoponax, civet, and castoreum. I just imagine like putting a drop of that Ruchas on my wrist and then spraying Oud Zen on top of it and just fucking everyone will smell you from this side of the equator, you know? Civet intense seems oxymoronic unless it's synthetic civet. Yeah, that's right. Is it worth getting Jean Patou Moment Supreme? Never smelled it. Fragrances of Joy. You want to be my intern, Rachel? Sebastian likes that charlatan. Nice. Love the 3 Fortin Manley perfumes I own. I hear it's a great brand. Interested in trying Fortin Manley a while back, just haven't gotten to it yet. Long list of stuff to try and always adding more. It never ends, does it? It absolutely never ends. Oh my God. Siberian musk. Fuck. It's my favorite musk of all time. I honestly don't think you can do better than Siberian musk. I think Siberian musk is the perfect musk. It's everything a musk fragrance could be. It almost smells like you're smelling it almost smells like you're smelling something holy. You know what I mean? Like you're on holy grounds, like you're Siberian musk. So it's Italian bergamot, lime, Indian mandarin orange, Siberian stone pine, exotic fruits, citrus fruits, deer musk, Moroccan orange blossom, Australian sandalwood, galbanum, blue cypress, spices, New Guinea oud, cypress, patchouli, amber, Indian vetiver, and Indian musk. Damn. I mean, you can put this up against any musk perfume, like any modern musk, Musk Kublai Khan, Musk Tonkin, Siberian musk blows it out of the water. For me, personally. Fate Sultan Mahmed by Fort and Manley is fantastic. Nice. Can't wait to try those. Yeah, I'm familiar with Fort and Manley. I own Fatih Sultan Mahmed. Also like Bortnikov. Yeah, I know Peter from Fragrance Review really likes Bortnikov. Those are two of the three Fort and Manleys I have. Excellent taste. Yes, indeed. Good evening, Jonathan. Welcome. Those Fort and Manleys are when the house first came out. Charlatan is discontinued. I got the 7 samples for $29 shipped from Australia. Should have bought 3 sample sets. Crazy. That's crazy, Eddie. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for putting this all together for me, too, by the way. Civet is definitely in it. Nice. You're only getting 5 hours of sleep as it is. Just tuned in to say hello. Hello, Dimitri. Welcome. Thanks. Bravo, indeed. Is a great house. Pierre Guillaume is awesome. I don't know anything about the house, so it's all new to me. Please lick the stream. That's right. All right, here we go. Pulling out more Areej. Great Spanish house. Yeah, I've never tried anything from them, Paolo, ever. Italian citrus. Ooh, that sounds nice. It does, doesn't it? Min New York no longer has the store in New York City. It still does Scent Stories series. Even Evergreen Dreams is sold out, meaning it's gone no more. I like Roman Maniel's Queer Ali. Nice. I can't wait to try these, Eddie. Seriously. You are way too kind, mate. Burning Barbershop is stunning. Let me try to catch up on these comments. Only smelled the coffee one. Back from vacation in Egypt. Welcome, Dev. Jacques Fat Curacao Bay. Nice. In the mood for vetiver today. Should I wear Guerlain vetiver? I've never smelled vetiver extraordinaire, but I have it right here now thanks to Arnold. So there'll be a video on it very soon. But I love Guerlain's vetiver. You can't go wrong there. All right, let me show you the next couple Areeges, and then we'll move on to the next one. So we've got Atlantic Ambergris, which I smelled Atlantic Ambergris too. Fuck. One of the best ambergris scents. I know that some people were saying Strangelove Silence the Sea is one of the best ambergrisses. So we've got some ambergris love up in the house for sure. For sure, for sure. And the crazy part is there's another package coming from Eddie from Monday. Atlantic Ambergris. God. It's like this. I did a video on Atlantic Ambergris too that Rachel sent me. Apparently, it's pretty much the same formula that Russian Atom used from 2017 to 2021. Bergamot, cardamom, Russian pine, jasmine sambac, champaka flower, ylang ylang, white ambergris, tonka bean absolute, clove, nutmeg, violet leaf, forest root, apopanax, oak moss, nagamatha, and labdanum. And then finally, we've got Fleur de Fleur. Are you guys familiar with Fleur de Fleur? Not good, but hope it stopped causing you trouble. Ramon Monegal greater than Parfums de Marly. The tobacco in Guerlain is what draws me. Don't know if... Definitely resinous floral. Very generous indeed. I've never smelled anything from Ensar. They're hard to find and expensive. Just bought vintage Bellamy in the shaker bottle, 30% full for 60 bucks. Nice, Antonio. Good find, man. EO1 is great. I also have Sultan Leather Attar, which is the exact same smell, if not better and deeper. I can't wait to wear EO #1. I think I'm going to wear that tomorrow. Probably like any average German. Yes, that's right. Suggest you cover all Xerjoffs in one video. Just knock it all out, June. Just one video. Thank you. Thank you, Abe. Appreciate that. I hope that helped. Treasure trove indeed. Dushan, when you send him the samples, it convinced me to pick up a bottle. It is very good. Jubilation 25 for women. I know it is, Eddie. Thank you. Seriously. I love it. I loved Ottoman Empire. Jesus, man. These are amazing, dude. Fleur de Fleur is probably just from the atomizer. You can't tell from the atomizer, but probably the one that I'm least excited about from all of them. But I mean, what a little treasure trove indeed. Made a review about that. Even Ani smells synthetic to me. That's overall vibe I get from the brand. Yeah. Ah, welcome, Sonny. I am on Anuj web and going nuts. Man, hit up Anuj. There's a there's a number at the top of his website, right? Hit up him up on WhatsApp. Send him a message on WhatsApp, and he'll send you pictures if he has vintage stuff, Ali. Sorry, Ali. Unboxing, Christmas came early. That's right. I recently picked up Musk de Sables, which I love. Yeah, I love it too. If you're a Musk fan, that's definitely one of the better, like I would say, designer style musks. But you know, the stuff like this Siberian musk is on another level to me. The house is even as good as Les Indemodables is, and Musk de Sables is a good fragrance. I have a decant of it. It can't compete with the real musk, you know, the stuff that Russian Adam's using. Yeah, I think I'm there, Ajay. I think I've been convinced. I think Oud Zen has dethroned Oud Maximus. Jesus Christ. Jardin Nocturne, never smelled it. What field you work in? Finance. Ram Ranch from Sweden, scent of the day. Nefs, what's your wear of the day? Vintage Val de Nuit Extrait, the pure parfum. One of the most beautiful things I've ever smelled, ever. I think this is one of the best fragrances I've ever smelled of all time. It's so much deeper and richer than the Eau de Toilette. Myrrh makes me purr. You got to invest in another cupboard. That's right, I do. I need another cupboard. Black Tie by Celine. I hated those Celines. I need to do videos on the rest of them, though. Yes, that's right. I'm going to do like Sebastian and charge like $700 an hour to come smell whatever you want from my collection. Yep. Agreed. Musk Habib and Siberian Musk are my two favorite musks. If you want like real musk, Jesus Christ, man. Okay, let me put these away. Thank you, Eddie, by the way. Eddie is a kind soul because there's more. You guys didn't think that was it, did you? Actual scent of the day is Gucci Pour Homme 2. Nice. I love that. That's one of my favorite tea fragrances. Hey, Nikki. Yep. Thanks, Dev. Interlude is so psychedelic to me. I want to be sprayed with that or Musk Habib on funeral day. That's right. All right, so let's go through these Matriarch, shall we? So here's what we've got. The House of Matriarch. So we've got Witch Musk. Are you guys familiar with this? I've never even heard of Witch Musk, although for me, the House of Matriarch is a house that I know a couple of their fragrances, but I don't really know. I may give up on eBay. I ordered a popular vintage fragrance from Japan. It's been 54 days since it's shipped. Oh shit. They're shipping it by sea. Waiting for the next Chanel Les Exclusifs release. Yeah, man. Le Lion is amazing for sure. All right, let me look up this Witch Musk. Do you guys like the House of Matriarch? Woody, spicy, vanilla, musk, broom, patchouli, sabanine woods. I can't say I'm familiar with that note, but it smells really good. I like Chris. What's her name? Christy Michelle, or I like House of Matriarch. Let's see what else we got. We got Bonsai. Man, that's green. Bonsai is green for sure. Let's see. Bonsai 2019 release. Alligator Juniper, sharp teeth. Black Copal Resin. Aglia, Chrysanthemum, Evergreens, Frankincense, Moss, and Soil. Wow. This perfume is one of the winners of the Art and Olfaction Awards 2020 in the Artisan category. Interesting. And we've got Coco Blanc. Are you guys familiar with Coco Blanc? I like Bortnikoff. They're one of my favorite indie houses. I think I like the house of Areej Dore better, but Bortnikov is good. Let's see. Coco Blanc. In 2012 release, Hawaiian Vanilla, Ambrette, Masoa wood, and woody notes, and chai spice. That might be a little too sweet for me, but I'll give it a shot. And then we got Black Number 1, which I think is called Blackbird now or something. Let's see. Black Number 1. Yeah. Coniferous woods, kelp, white sage, oud, cannabis, amber, black leather, ambergris, and hyraceum. That's one I need to wear soon and talk about. And then Orca, that's the one that Rachel was just talking about. Here's Orca. So Orca is let's see, good old Orca. 2015, Clementine, Resins, Amber, Choya Naka, that's that seashells they were talking about in the chat earlier. Honey and spikenard and ambergris, apparently. It's an incense ambergris mixture. Very nice. And then Sex Magic. Get straight to the point. No foreplay here. Sex Magic. Sex Magic is 2013. Gandhi Root, False Sandalwood. Domaina Periwinkle, Amber, Oud, Leather, Mysore, Sandalwood, Pine, Moss, Violet, Cedar, and Choya Attar. Originally, the scent was part of the Achtung collection. And then finally, we've got Forbidden. And forbidden is let's see, forbidden 2012 absinthe, demonia, again, she likes that note, papyrus, mushrooms, tuberose, precious wood, snake leather, and terracotta. Snake leather. How do you recreate snake leather? All right, let me put these away. All right, House of Matriarch. You're going to go right over here with your brethren. All right, and then we've got all right, we got some samples from the House of Matriarch, I'll tell you that. We have Alpha. Are you guys familiar with Alpha? I do have some good news. What's that, Jad? I have 4 Matriarch, such original creations. Yep. The Japanese almost always ship parcels by sea. Ugh. There. When did you get into frags? About a decade ago. I've been hunting a Sub-Bawa distillation for some time. To my surprise, my uncle gifted it to me. Crazy. Hey, HMVT, welcome to the channel. We're just doing this insane unboxing. It's been going on for 3 hours and 13 minutes. Russian oud on eBay for $1,000. I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, someone put it up for a grand. Do you really want to pay a grand for it, though? I have bad headache, but this Epic 56 is my meditation. Yes. eBay betrayed me recently. Don't ask me. My wounds are fresh. Sorry to hear that, Jad. That sucks, man. All right, let me pull up Alpha. So Alpha is resinous woody with hemp, Texas cedar, cypress, incense material, Ethiopian frankincense, oak moss, copal resin, and sandalwood. And then we've got Bohemian Black. And Bohemian Black is 2013 release. Limoncello, herbs, Colombian gardenia, tiare, Italian honeysuckle, night blooming jasmine, choya attar, again, Omani frankincense, benzoin siam, Mysore sandalwood, oud amber, and false sandalwood. Wow. The Maj. The Maj. The Maj from a decade ago, 2013, Pandanus Blossom, Kadam Tree, Miti Attar, and Vetiver. Nice. Areej Dore put out a Miti Attar fragrance recently. That was very nice. And then we've got Ombre V. And Ombre V came out in 2012. Divana, Heba Wood, Mimosa, Broom, Pot Marigold, Frankincense, Ambrine, Dragon's Blood, Sandalwood, and Tobacco. Another Sex Magic little mini. Devotion, which I have a little 10 ml decant of. It's a very good incense. Very, very good. And Coco Blanc, which we talked about recently. Excellent. That's all amazing. Thank you, Eddie. I'm going to have to put these, I'm going to have to find a spot for them all. All right. And then finally, we're getting down to the end. We are getting down to the end. So here's what we've got. Well, first of all, we have the House of Matriarch microfiber cloth, which you know, Eugene had his microfiber cloth. And so other houses have had microfiber cloths. How's that? All right, let's do these. So first we have Forbidden in a big boy. Forbidden is a tuberose fragrance. Very interesting. All right, and then we've got Cacao Blanc in a bigger boy. I'll have to wear these and get to know these. Albatross. Is Albatross one that I mentioned earlier? Let me see. Albatross. I think that's a new one. Let's see. Yeah, 2015. Woody Aquatic. Marine notes, sea breeze, cork, driftwood, and cottonwood. Very interesting. And then we've got Black Number One. Okay, awesome. I need to talk about this. This is probably one of my favorite House of Matriarchs. I've got a little 3.3 mil mini over there. I haven't talked about it on the channel yet, though. And then we've got Kazemi. Beautiful. Kazemi is one of those amazing rose fragrances. I know Rich Mitch loves Kazemi. Let's see. Did I have some of this? I think maybe I had like a little small sample. Haven't talked about it on the channel yet, though. It's white ginger lily, rose attar, bourbon rose, rose otto, white rose, wild rose, Virginia cedar, green heartwood, Apopanax, oak moss, oud, hyraceum, ambergris, and exotic spices. And then we've got Woo, W-O-O, Woo, which smells very floral from the atomizer. Let's see what Woo is. Woo from 2012, tropical blossoms, marine notes, tobacco, leather, vanilla, and ambergris. I definitely get the floral, resinous, tropical blossom bit from Woo. Oh, go back to your home. Okay, here we go. And finally, we've got, this is kind of a cool little presentation, huh? House of Matriarch, High Perfumerie. So we have The Longing. The Longing is The Longing 2017. Plum, jasmine, butter, oud, baronia, vanilla orchid, orange blossom, honey osmanthus, leather, amber, vanilla, sandalwood, and ambrette. Holy crap. What unboxing video that was. I got to catch up on the comments and like go take a nap. I am absolutely battered. Top 3 houses. What, of all time? I don't think I'm ready to rate that. I mean, Amouage would have to be in there for me. But, you know, you could say like old YSL, old Dore. I mean, how would you rank them? I don't know. I got to think about that, Dennis. What's the name of the stuff with Cyprus? Chypre? You mean the island of Cyprus? What's it? The fragrance and the fragrance type it's named after? Chypre. eBay can be unforgiving. I've been lucky so far. Yes, that's right. What's the best alternative to Chanel's Antaeus? Oh, man, that's really tough, Ken. There really isn't. Really, the vintage is the only way to go if you truly want Antaeus. But, I mean, you could go with something. It's going to be different, but you could go with something like Rien Intense Incense. It's not going to smell the same, but it'll probably like do the same thing. It's so big. and huge. There's a little bit of that old school castoreum in there. By Eugene's L'Audulaire Exquise from Les Abstraits, there's a little bit of that Chanel Antaeus castoreum in the dry down. It's more rose oud patchouli, but honestly, there's nothing like Antaeus. I mean, there just isn't. It's unique. I pray you remain fortunate, Ajay. It has been epic. Like, I've got shit everywhere. Even putting stuff away as we were going along, there's still stuff everywhere. You said it, Rachel. We have been here for 3 hours. I need to go eat something. Once you're bitten by the perfume bug, it's hard to resist. Keep buying. It is. Yes, the generosity and friendship is amazing. So special shout outs to Arnold, Ajay, Scott from Germany, and of course, Eddie with the final. I mean, these right here, these Ensars and Russian Atoms creations from Areej Dore are priceless to me. Like, you can't put a price on that. You know what I mean? It is unbelievable kindness from the community. So thank you to everybody who sent me stuff. Yep, I do love Kazemi too. The lovely wife might like some of the sweeter florals. She might, probably not, but she might. Thank you, Eddie. Seriously, special thanks to you for the generosity. And I can't wait to get your package on Monday too. Oh my God, I have so much to wear and talk about. You know what I mean? Like, there's just so much. It's so, like, I think there's probably enough samples and everything to keep me going for about 5 years, honestly. Like, imagine if I did a video every night where I just talked about one. Let's say I just wore it at night and talked about it, and then put that sample aside and moved on to the next one. It would be years. It would be years of material, years. I think Furyo is probably closer to Koros than it is Antaeus, though, because I get more civet from Furyo than I do Castoreum. I actually have a Castoreum video. Ken was asking about alternatives to Antaeus. I have a Castoreum video ranked. If you go to my playlists and you go to This Is Not a Top 10 ranked playlist, not the regular This Is Not a Top 10, but This Is Not a Top 10 ranked playlist, you'll see Castoreum ranked video. Of course, Antaeus was #1, but there are other Castoreum fragrances that you can kind of, you know, use that as a something to go explore. You're not going to find anything that's like Antaeus. It's just I don't think you will, but I need the made in the US early 80s version that has tiger sweat in it. Yes, that's right. Thanks, Ken. Let me know if you find some Castoreum fragrances that wet your whistle. Frag communities are the loveliest. They are. It's amazing community. So much to discuss and talk about. Yep, I'm going to go get some rest. Thanks for being here with the unboxing, everyone. Great live indeed. Yeah, I can't really think of any that are just like Antaeus. Antaeus is like singular, you know what I mean? It's like that point in time. But yes, so keep an eye out for the new early impressions. Tomorrow will probably be Ensar EO #1. My God, what a epic fragrance video that's going to be. And then some of those early impressions on the Areej Dores for the first time. So lots of content. Thanks to everyone for being here. Much obliged. Do like the stream before you go. It helps the stupid YouTube algorithm. And many, many more live streams and fragrance chats to come. So cheers, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks to everyone who sent me something. Bye now.